Getting out to you on a Friday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. You know how to get a hold of the show, but I'll tell you anyways. Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. The YouTube channel via our Air Alliance team studio cams is going as well. That's, of course, our Snake Pit. Shout out to the Snake Pit early in the show today. Oli Marmol joined BK and Ferrario in studio today, and I make your own judgments on him. I find him extremely likable. Anybody that's willing to, any manager that's willing to come on and have the freaking text line stare him right in the face and be like, I get it.
Right in front of him.
I get it. I understand. And of course, he spent some time today talking about the big news that Yadier Molina is going to be in the clubhouse and dugout for the next 2 nights as the Cardinals take on the Cubs. Yadi will be in uniform, according to Oli Marmol, and he'll be right there on the bench.
I think it's weird. I'm sorry.
I think it's cool.
I think it's weird.
I think it speaks volumes to Oliver Marmol and his, you know, he's not intimidated, not worried. He understands who he is. He's confident as a manager, as a man. And, you know, what I've learned in life is, you know, what's for you is for you. Like, it doesn't, you can try to prevent it or you can try to be mad about whatever is for you is for you. And what's not is not. And I think he's confident and understands that, and he understands that he is the manager of the St. Louis Cardinals. Having Yadier Molina in the dugout is not going to hinder what he does. It's not like he's going to be, hey, Yadi, what do you think we should do? Hey, well, I think you should pinch hit here. Okay, I'll do that. No, he'll take into account all the information that he gets from all of his coaches, but, you know, I don't think Yadi's going to be out there making pitching changes for him. What the hell are we talking about?
I don't think Carey knows Yadi that well.
It would be a fist fight in the dugout.
I'm telling you that.
And I don't think Oli does. I don't think he would back down.
No.
I don't think, like, people assume like Oli's a man that just does whatever you do this and I tell you what to do and okay. I think Oli would fight. I don't think he's
I think he'd stand his ground for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think he's soft at all.
I don't think he's like intimidated. Or, he's going to be in here. He's going to be the one. No, Oli, I'm going out there and getting him. The hell you talking to? You better sit. Hey, man.
Yeah, I don't think Yadi would do that to him, first of all.
And I don't think Oli would allow it.
Yadi's all about respect. Maybe I'm paddling out to the island here. And if so, I mean, so be it. It is a Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. Hopefully people are already on their way home, enjoying their day, listening to us right now. I just think it's weird. It's not a preseason game. It's not an exhibition. It's not a friendly thing. It's not an all-star game. Yadi has not been around the organization for how many years now? He's supposed to be, like, on paper, he was supposed to be. He hasn't been.
3 years ago was his last year?
And 2 years ago, he was given some job that we don't know really what it is. We haven't seen him, not at spring training, not here. He showed up for, like, one game with Albert and, like, street clothes. Wasn't a part of anything. And I have nothing but respect for Yadier Molina. So let's like set the bar straight immediately.
Yeah.
Love him as a player, competitor, everything about it. I just think it's a bit of a weird look. It's like you're bringing Yadi in for 2 games against the Cubs for a weekend. Like, I said it to you guys. I'll say it now. I'll just own it. They said, screw the bobblehead. We'll just bring in the human being. We're going to sell out. Yadi will be here. Cubs, Cardinals. We can get our 44,000 in here.
Well, the Cardinals certainly were going to stop it. Apparently, Yadi was coming to St. Louis. This was planned. And according to Oli Marmol, who again joined BK and Ferrario, reached out a couple of weeks ago, said, hey, I'm going to be in town. You know, you mind if I stop by?
What if I put on a uniform and sit in the dugout?
And Marmol said, absolutely.
I'm going to do this with Monty. We're going to have Monty on.
I would love to see you full gear with your helmet.
Yeah.
Like the old school helmet, not the
one I wear, the Joe
one you wear. Yeah. I would love to see you full
just
gear,
sitting
on the bench.
I'm going to say, Monty, here's the deal. You don't have to sign me. You have to roster me. I'm going to be in town for the weekend, okay? I'd like to get my old number 6 back, so tell Broberg to have a seat.
That's going to work.
Well, I can bully
2
Broberg.
number 6s.
I can bully, yeah, that's fine. I'm so confident enough for that. No, he's a great guy. I wouldn't do that to him. But, yeah, I just want to come in for 2 games against the Blackhawks.
You should show up in your suit, like just stand right next to him. I'm ready.
If I do that, he might grab my butt.
Yeah.
He's going to do that anyways. Here's Oli Marmol on how, and this was a question from BK Ferrari earlier today. Oli in studio. Here's Oli on how he handles the pressure that comes by putting Yadi right next to him in the dugout.
You know it's real. I mean, social media is undefeated when it comes to that. But, man, as a leader, I don't think you could approach or filter decisions based on your ego or self-esteem or lack thereof, if that's the case, right? Like, when I think about the situation, is it going to come with a ton of noise? The answer is yes. Am I fully aware of it? Yes. But it's pretty selfish if that's the filter for saying yes or no to that decision. You have to be comfortable enough with your abilities and what you're doing to surround yourself with people that are elite at what they do. Man, if you think about my first year, Skip was my bench coach. I mean, he can easily take my job and do an incredible job at it. This guy is one of the best minds, baseball minds I've ever been around, and just leaders in general. Just the way he handles situations, it's incredible. Scalzo could do this job. Yadi could do it. AP could do it. That's irrelevant. At the end of the day, is it the right thing? And for our players, it's the right thing. For our fan base, it's the right thing. For our org, it's the right thing. I mean, this is an incredible, it's Cardinal legend, man.
So say what you want about Oli, the manager. You don't like him. Maybe you don't like him as a manager. Maybe it's just a situation where it doesn't really matter who's managing the Cardinals right now. You just ticked off the Cardinals. And I don't blame you. For me, when I hear somebody say that, I'm going to put my ego and pride to the side, and I'm going to do what's best for the Cardinals and my players, and that's having Yadier Molina in. If he's in town, he's going to be in our clubhouse in our dugout for 2 games. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that he's there. I think that takes a pretty mature manager in this case.
A lot of self-confidence,
and a lot of self-confidence to say, I realize what it's going to look like. I realize what people are saying about me. I understand that people are going to be saying, hey, Yadi, just stick around and replace Oli. But I'm going to do what's best for the players in the organization. It's hard. It's incredibly difficult to dislike somebody like that.
Listen, my issue with this is not with Oli. I think Oli is a total man's man. I do. I mean that in the best possible sense of the word. Like CD said, I don't think he gets bitched around by anybody. I don't think Yadier Molina is going to come in and push him around. And I think it takes a real dude with confidence to allow one of the greatest Cardinals ever, the greatest catcher ever, to come back to your clubhouse, put on a uniform, stand beside you, when you know that the rumblings for 2 years have been, we want Yadi as manager. We want Albert as manager. Fire Oli. So it takes a tremendous amount of self-confidence to be able to just be like, yeah, cool, come on in. Do I think it can benefit the team? I do. I think what I would ask Yadi to do if I was Oli, and I don't know the relationship, sounds like it's pretty good. I said, you see those guys over there? Those catchers? Go sit with them. Mm-hmm. And I'd say, hey, Pajes, Poso, Herrera even. Go have a beer with Yadi. Go have pick his freaking brain, man. You have Google of catching in the clubhouse right now. If you don't find out answers to questions you have or something you can do different, you're an idiot.
Can we have the beer after the game? You said
some players, I've heard.
Let's just have it after the game.
I can have it whenever I want.
No, not you. I'm saying you said, hey,
let's have a beer. Yeah, I just meant after the game. What did you see?
Let's have a beer.
It was after the game. What are you talking about?
I was just making sure that we were clear.
Breakfast?
Maybe.
Some golfers play better with a couple of drinks.
I never had a beer for breakfast.
I know I do, Anthony.
Damn right.
I've had beer on cereal before. Let me tell you. I did because I was hungry. And everything was gone, and all that was left from the night before were a couple of beers in the cooler. Not even the ice, it was water. And I was like, Fruit Loops with Bud Light on it.
He is a full-fledged animal.
Seriously, it was not good.
We're getting some people on the text line that are texting and saying, hey, is this something that the Cardinals are doing to try and get butts in the seats? They're trying to sell tickets. No.
Yeah.
I think this is...
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think they mind it. No, let's be clear. Yadi was the one that reached out.
Yes, I think they fell into this.
Yeah.
I think they fell into this. It just so happens that Yadi's coming in and they're playing the Cubs at home. Yeah, I think it's another thing that they just fell into.
Yeah, this is, make no mistake, this wasn't them reaching out and saying, please come in. Yadi was the one that reached out to the Cardinals, and Oli specifically, and said, I'm going to be in town these dates. And then, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, according to Oli, Yadi said, hey, I'm going to be in town. We still good. And, do you mind if I'm around the clubhouse? I said, absolutely. You're going to wear a uniform. You're going to be on the bench with me. So it was Oli who set it up, and Yadi had also reached out to Mo on the same text, make sure it was okay. But it was Oli Marmol who said, when you're in town, you're not just going to be, hanging around pregame. You're not just going to go to batting practice and wear the uniform. You'll be with me on the bench for the 2 games. So just to clarify if anybody's confused by that.
This is wild. This comes from Curb Stomp. I listened to the whole interview. I have always been critical of Oli. I have never tried to hide it. But I am willing to admit that I have changed my opinion of Oli.
There you go. Doesn't mean you have to like him as a manager, by the way.
Correct.
You could just appreciate the fact that he's not thin-skinned. And he even admitted, too, he appreciates doing interviews that are more long-form because right after a game when you got a microphone in your face and maybe you just lost, you could be, he used a different word, but a bit surly.
You can use it. He used it. He used it. And so did Alex and BK after. You can say pricky. I heard it. And it wasn't dumped.
We'll have to get legal on it.
I did. I double-checked. I did my research. We're good.
You call legal today?
He didn't
Have
call
I ever?
Legal called him. Hey, they spoke. That's all you need to know, Anthony.
But you're clear to say it, Anthony. If you choose not to, of course, that's your... Listen, it's your name that's on the line, so it's your right.
Thank you. That's
okay.
Jamie Barry Rivers who just said that. Jamie Barry Rivers.
And this is Anthony Stalter's show on 101 ESPN.
Yeah. He okays everything.
It's not good. All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Old Dom, a couple days ago.
What a donkey.
Maybe you like him now.
No, really don't.
Old Dom Lucian at The Athletic said that he likes the Blues spending now.
Oh, yeah, that Colton Parayko contract he hated. Boy, he likes it now.
We'll let you know what he said.
Unreal.
And then we'll
Let's
unleash
get him in
Jamie.
studio.
That wouldn't be good. Speaking of legal. So Jamie will sound off on where Dom Lucian has the Blues spending in terms of rankings in the NHL next on 101 ESPN. If your situation's anything like mine when it comes to inviting people over, a lot of times you ever notice how people start off in the living room and then all of a sudden everybody winds up. The fun times happen in the kitchen. Well, Mosby Building Arts, they want to make sure that your kitchen, where the comfort, connection, and let's be honest, snacks and everything, they happen right there. Mosby want to make sure that if you're in the market to upgrade your kitchen right now during the Mosby sale, you can save up to $5,000 on a custom kitchen remodel. You can add a kitchen island. Maybe suddenly it's your home Swiss Army knife, right? A prep station, homework hub, even a mini bar. Or maybe if it's time to upgrade the backsplash or make a bold statement with a slab stone or, all the way up to the ceiling. I've seen it done. Mosby Building Arts, they can do it, and they're the right company to do so. The kitchen is more than just a place you cook. It's where families connect. And now through August 31st, again, you could save up to $5,000 on kitchens with timeless design and exceptional craftsmanship. So call Mosby at 314-909-1800. Again, 314-909-1800. You can schedule that free consultation today. You can also visit callmosby.com. But make sure you do so before that August 31st deadline. Make sure your project is at least on the books by August 31st, and that way you can qualify for the $5,000 off. And make sure you tell them that Anthony Stalter sent you. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company. So where does Dom Lucian of The Athletic have our St. Louis Blues when it comes to contract efficiency rankings? And for those that are familiar with Dom's work, maybe you also don't know that Jamie Rivers isn't a big fan. He's not a fan because typically Dom Lucian has the Blues ranked pretty low for at least one of the contracts, which is Colton Parayko.
A lot of them. Okay, here's my issue with Dom. He didn't like the Kyrou Thomas deals. He didn't like the Parayko. Called it one of the worst contracts in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
But then Dom's able to, the following year and 2 years after that, go, well, that's a good deal. Well, how can you do that? You can't tell me it's the worst contract in the NHL 2 years ago, and now it's a good contract? Like, I understand people are entitled to change their opinion.
Yeah, but your logic is, to your point, your logic is flawed because
it's either a bad contract or it's not.
Right, because typically like if you go year by year, you would hope that if a player's still playing well, then he is going to outperform his contract. Yeah. If he's not playing well, then you're not going to like the contract. It's just kind of common knowledge.
Well, common sense would tell you at this point. Colton Parayko, by the way, did he play for Team Canada in the Four Nations? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Is he going to make the Olympic team? Yeah, he will. That makes him one of the top 8 Canadian defensemen in the NHL. Top 8.
Yeah.
He's making $6.5 million.
But, I mean, how good is Canada when it comes to hockey?
Yeah, well, pretty good, Anthony. Check the record books. But my point is...
Like, do players typically come out of Canada and play hockey?
Yeah, quite a few. Quite a few. A lot of U.S. kids are coming out. I get it. My point is not that. My point is Colton Parayko is one of the best defensemen in the NHL, and he's making 6.5.
Right.
Go across the league, you're going to see 10, 11, 12, $13 million for defensemen right now.
Mm-hmm.
So my problem with Dom is that he floats his opinion based on where it's at, like, now. Instead of, like, if it's a bad... He has no foresight. So he couldn't see into the future, knowing that $6.5 million, which I said years ago was an absolute steal for the Blues. Now Dom's like, oh, that's a good contract. But you didn't think so 2 years ago. So anyways, I digress. I get off topic here a little bit.
Well, okay, so let's hear what Dom has to say. So the last season, according to Dom, when it comes to his efficiency rankings in the NHL. Now, Jamie, remind us how many teams in the NHL?
32.
The Blues ranked 30th.
Yep.
For Dom. They are now up to 19th. So it's good. It's a big leap, but he still has them below average. Now, this is what he says. At long last, the war between the Blues and Dom's model is over. Colton Parayko's contract is fair value. Hooray, he writes. After how well he played last year, some will naturally say Parayko's market value is still too low. But as usual, it's the age and term that creates some risk there. If he keeps up what he showed under Jim Montgomery and next to Cam Fowler, though, that risk is mitigated. Continues to write, everything changed for the Blues once Montgomery was hired and the team acquired Fowler, enough to push St. Louis from one of the league's worst cap sheets towards average. There's still work to do, but there's a lot more good than bad these days. Chief among those are Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg's offer sheet deals, both of which literally could not have panned out better. The Blues stole them away from for a combined cap hit of $6.6 million, and their expected value for 25-26 has risen to $16 million. There's a good chance extensions for both will come well below that combined figure too. Things are looking up. You'll like this, Jamie. Things are looking up in St. Louis, and it does help to have Robert Thomas on one of the league's best deals. One of the best young centers in hockey at $8.1 million for the next 6 years. Smooth.
Do you have the what he said last year about those contracts? Because to compare
it was
and
2
contrast,
years ago where he bashed everything. He bashed Torrey Krug, which I get, the Justin Falk. Like, it's not, some of his stuff is not without merit. Don't get me wrong. But 2 years ago, when Justin Falk was making 6.5 and Colton Parayko was making 6.5, which is why the basis that I said Colton Parayko is a steal right now, because I thought he was much better than Justin Falk as a player. And Robert Thomas, you know, Doug Armstrong could see the future. He had the foresight to see what the future holds for Robert Thomas, even for Jordan Kyrou. Let's not forget, Jordan Kyrou is a 70-plus point player per year. 30 to 40 goals, somewhere in there in the next whatever. But Dom didn't like those contracts because he thought, well, those are big numbers for those guys. But you can't, you're not projecting properly, Dom. Your model isn't built to project. It's built in the now and all the little measly stats that you punch in there to support your argument. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. And now when he comes back around here and says, well, the Robert Thomas deal. Well, what did you say before? Mm-hmm. And Colton Parayko? Like, he's still kind of meandering about that one? Well, the addition of Fowler was fine. Colton Parayko was a machine without Fowler. Then you added, because remember how good he was with Nick Leddy for a while? And Nick Leddy kind of fell off a little bit.
Right.
And then Fowler stepped in. They were great together. You can't have Cam Fowler play as good as he did without Colton Parayko either. So, anyways.
Yeah, it goes both. You're right.
You can't cherry pick your opinion on that.
Yeah, especially when it comes to pairings like that in the NHL with defensemen.
Yeah. So, look, the good news is this, is the Blues have a ton of unrestricted free agents and restricted free agents that are going to hit the market this summer. I think that I know that they'll retain Holloway, Broberg for sure, and Logan Mailloux. The rest of it can be off the books. So the Blues will have an absolute lion's share of cap space available to allocate it to Holloway, Broberg primarily. They'll give a little bit to Mailloux, but they'll also be able to go out on the open market and add. And the Blues add in a very smart way. I've yet to see the Blues overpay in unrestricted free agency for a guy. Mm-hmm. Doug Armstrong just has not. Some would point to the Torrey Krug contract, but let's not forget that there was one defenseman on the market that was better than Torrey Krug that was available that offseason. His name? Alex Pietrangelo. Alex Pietrangelo signed with the Vegas Golden Knights. The next best defenseman available, which half of the league wanted, was Torrey Krug. Doug Armstrong gave him what he needed to give him to be a Blue. Is that contract worked out? No, not really. Torrey Krug had some ups and downs and all arounds. Now he's hurt. His career probably over. So not a great thing, but historically, Army doesn't go out and just throw money around.
He's aggressive.
He's aggressive, but he's
aggressive,
smart.
but those deals typically work. Not always, but typically.
We got a text from Chunk in the Chuck. Last year, talking about Dom, that is, sent a screenshot for us. Last year's model had the Hawks having more points than the Blues. Blues were slated in his model to have 70 points, the Blackhawks 71. That would have put the Blues in last place in the Central Division. Is it possible, though, that maybe the Blues' trajectory was trending that direction had they not gone out and made the coaching change?
No chance. No chance they only get 70 points, even under Drew Bannister. Like, Drew Bannister, the team was still playing at a 500 clip. They were going to go on a streak at some point. Now, does it help having Jim Montgomery? Yeah, of course it does. Because the team found an identity, all that stuff. But you can't tell me that the exact same players under Dom's model are so bad at hockey that they're going to finish last in the Central. Mm-hmm. But the same group of players could go on that heater later on. Like, there is a coaching thing involved, but the players, to Carey's point, the players are the ones that play.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking just back. He seems to not. He didn't mind the Robert Thomas deal last season. You mentioned he's never liked the Colton Parayko contract.
He's never liked it.
That's the worst of the bunch. He says this is 2 years ago. Don Decision wrote, but there's also a Torrey Krug deal that hasn't aged well, a Nick Leddy deal that is predictably doomed from the start, and a Justin Falk deal that will become hard to justify as he goes further into his 30s.
So let's address those exact things. Nick Leddy no longer here. Mm-hmm. So that contract null and void, it's gone. Was Nick Leddy more than serviceable for what he had to do here in St. Louis? Yeah. He played top 4 minutes for you. And when he first got here, he was really good. Mm-hmm. He's actually part of the reason you won the first playoff round when he got here, because he played outstanding. So that contract, sometimes you sign guys or trade for guys that you need to fill the void in the time being. And Nick Leddy was that guy. So at $4 million, that's never a bad deal. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money, but it's never a bad deal. Justin Falk?
Is he wrong, though? Because
he did kind of predict it then.
He predicted it, and you had to get rid of him. You had to basically tell him, no, you're not playing here anymore. So he's not wrong, but I understand you're not wrong either in saying that's exactly what the Blues needed at the time, because he was awesome with Colton Parayko. You could actually make the same argument about Marco Scandella. He was also great.
He got a contract extension because of who? Colton Parayko. So all roads to me lead back to Colton Parayko.
Yeah.
Being one hell of a defenseman. We get on the text line here. Somebody here says, Jamie, you're absolutely wrong. Colton Parayko, here he goes. Maybe the meds are affecting him. Well, I haven't been on meds at all, but thank you for noticing. Parayko isn't a top NHL defenseman. He's top 8 of Canadian defensemen. Thank you. That's exactly what I said. I didn't say he was top 8 in the NHL. I said he's a top 8 defenseman for Team Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's saying I said in the NHL.
And you'd absolutely take one of those top 8 players on Team Canada to be on your freaking team. Would you not?
Well, that was my whole joke there about how I didn't know if Canada produced any hockey players.
I know.
Which would be...
Well, Anthony, you don't watch the games.
Well, good point. Yeah.
None of us do.
What?
I don't watch
You watch it,
either.
Carey. You're at my house watching the game.
I was at your house
Yeah.
watching the game. I was excited.
That was a good night.
It was a good night for you. It ended well for you. Not so
Sure
much
did.
for us. I'm talking about the hockey game.
Me too. What?
Yeah. Okay.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. What's trending is next.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals take on the Cubs tonight at Busch Stadium. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Redbirds. Matthew Boyd on the mound for the Cubs. First pitch tonight is at 7:15. If you have missed anything from today's show, including our conversation talking about Yadier Molina heading back to Busch Stadium, he'll be in the dugout tonight as the Cardinals take on the Cubs. If you missed that conversation, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobstar and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have What's Trending coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, football is back. We know it started in the preseason with the Hall of Fame game. Detroit took on the Los Angeles Chargers. We had a slew of games last night as well. One included the Colts taking on the Ravens, and we had one Carey Davis fired up before this show started because Anthony Richardson was injured, and he should be back to practice as soon as Saturday. He sustained a dislocated right pinky in last night's preseason opener. For the Colts, he was sacked forcefully by unblocked Baltimore Ravens linebacker David Ajabu in the first quarter, leaving the smallest finger on his throwing hand bent at an outward angle as he ran off the field. This is according to Stephen Holder, and of course we all saw it happen last night. Now, Carey, you were pretty fired up in the office about this one specific play. What did you see on this play, and do you think that Anthony Richardson has what it takes to ultimately win that starting job for the Colts?
Well, I saw a quarterback that was not willing to protect himself. We talked about it in the office. You know, it's a simple thing. They rushed 4 people. You got 5 offensive linemen. It should be blocked. I know a lot of people on TV, oh, you need to throw it hot to the running back, or you need to get the ball out of your hand. No, you just need to adjust where the line is going. You should have had everybody going right, and that's picked up, and then you can sit in the pocket and look downfield and take your time. But if you are a quarterback that doesn't understand protections and how to protect yourself, that is detrimental to your health. That is detrimental to your career. That is detrimental to the team. And what Anthony Richardson did last night was put himself in a bad position because he was unable, unwilling, or unknowing whether or not this person was blitzing and how to get everybody on his offensive line to block the correct people. I showed you, Anthony, I paused it. There were 3 people blocking 1 guy. That's not going to work.
No.
Yeah, you got 4 guys blitzing or 4 guys rushing, and you got 5 offensive linemen. There is no need to throw the ball quickly.
Right.
There's no need to get the ball out of your hand fast.
Just get it blocked.
You got it blocked with the number of people you have. Only time you throw hot, which means get the ball out of your hand before you get hit, is if they're blitzing more people than you have to block. And that's simple math. If you can count to 5, 6, or 7, you can probably play in the NFL. You got 5? Yeah, it's that simple.
That's all you got to do?
It's a little bit more.
Jamie.
We can play in the NFL. I mean, we're not football players, but we could play in the NFL.
You could keep yourself protected in the NFL if you can count to 5, 6, or 7.
All right, good. Yeah.
Because if you got 5 offensive linemen and they bring 5, well, you're good. You got 5 offensive linemen to block and they bring 6. You got to get rid of the ball. It's that simple. And so that's essentially what it is. I need to know how many people I have to block versus how many people they have rushing. And if I have the numbers, I shouldn't be getting hit by an untouched rusher. It was bad ball. It was a bad decision by Anthony Richardson to not be able to know where the blitz was coming from and how to get his line to pick those guys up. But again, they only rushed 4 people. They dropped 1 defender into the flats. You should be able to block that and get the ball out and have a big play downfield. And if you don't, you break your pinky, you dislocate it, it's facing sideways, and you're out of the game. It's not that bad. I got a little, mine has a little bit to it.
Waggle to it.
There's a little bit, not as I don't know what the degree is
shrimp
on that.
cocktail.
Yeah. You just wiggle that thing out.
Yeah, I can.
Yep, man, mine won't flatten out. It's just stuck. Yeah. All right. But yeah, Anthony Richards has to be able to protect himself. And if he does not,
Daniel Jones time.
good luck.
Oh, man. Release the Kraken.
It just doesn't seem like it's going to work. I know it's early, but this is one of those things where it's like one thing leads to another. You know, last year he took himself out of the game because he was tired. It's just there's so many things that are leading up to what feels like just it not working with Anthony Richardson as a starting quarterback in Indianapolis.
Do you think that has to do with the amount of games that he played in college? Because you could say the same thing about Trey Lance as well. Also did not play a ton of games when he was at North Dakota State.
I think it's part of it. Yeah, I really do. It's so on the flip side of it, you got Brock Purdy, who's played a ton of games, and he was able to come in the right system with the right coaching, of course, a lot around him, and have success. I do think it's part of it. Yes, if you don't play a ton of games, and I don't know what the coaching was like in Florida for Anthony Richardson, but you would think they would have went over protection.
It depends on the style of offense that they're in. Most of these college offenses are RPO based, which means you either run the ball or you throw it, and it's based on how many people you have in the box, and you know exactly who the ball is going to. You don't worry about people rushing because you're getting rid of the ball quicker. But to that point, it's hard to tell somebody, man, you should stay another year when you're a projected first-round pick. Like, it's a catch-22. You need more reps. Yeah, you need more opportunity to get better. But damn it, how many years or how many opportunities are you going to have to be a first-round pick? And so, you're weighing those decisions and weighing those options. Let me go get this money and get an opportunity to play in the NFL, something that I've dreamed about my entire life. Some people can afford to wait. I mean, I'm hearing that Arch Manning may come back after this year. His uncles both played 40-plus games at Ole Miss and at Tennessee. And he has a legacy and a history. His family, Arch is fine. Arch is fine. His uncles are definitely fine financially, but Arch is making, I think, $6.8 million this year.
How's it going to get by?
He made $6.5 last
College
year.
Kid.
I think he's fine.
How many NFL teams do you think right now that are towards the bottom tier of the league are sort of shaking in their boots right now because of something like that? Maybe game planning. I think of the New Orleans Saints. A little bit of a tie there, right? They're probably thinking, we can maybe take a back seat this year because that guy will be number one heading into the draft. We'll choose him. We have our next franchise quarterback. Maybe that's not the case right now, so you end up pushing back whatever timeline that you have. You have to push it back another year, and maybe you don't end up with the number one pick.
Well, that's the risk, right? If you are the Saints, and let's just say they're tanking for Arch Manning, and he doesn't come out, then what? Yeah. I think the Saints comfortably are going to be pretty bad for the next couple of years.
Played?
Yeah.
Or
no, that's where his grandpa played.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That'd be pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's it kind of sets itself up for that because you have the new head coach. You're thinking, okay, this guy is probably going to be the number one pick. If he comes out, it sounds like maybe he won't. If you're the Saints and you're Saints fans, okay, I can stomach that for one season because we have basically a legacy player about to join our team. That's not the case anymore.
Right.
Oh my gosh, like what are we going to do now?
Well, then you get these, I mean, we hear about it all the time. There's been scenarios in which a team wins a meaningless game late and they get the number 2 pick instead of the number 1 pick or the 2 or the third.
Somebody did that last year or the year before. Some idiot.
Well, the Jets did it one year. They wound up with Zach Wilson instead of who was I think Joe Burrow. Was Burrow
but I
in the
thought
same?
Somebody did it last year too, or the year before. Somebody, like one of the last games of the season, went out and won the game.
I mean, I feel like it happens a lot.
What a bunch of idiots.
So the 2021 draft, that was Trevor Lawrence. So, better than Zach Wilson.
That's true.
Oh, in how many ways?
Considering Zach Wilson's on his 4th team now, I would say a lot of ways. Not that Trevor Lawrence has been great, but
try telling the team
3rd team. Zach Wilson's only on his 3rd team.
Hey guys, we needed to lose tonight.
Nah, they don't.
No, you don't do that. You just play the wrong players.
Do that too.
Yep. Carey Davis. Need you to take a few snaps for me.
Sign me up.
Wow, that was.
But now,
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
No, that's fine.
Listen,
games.
all I said is he's not an NFL quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't insult that he's not an
listen,
NFL player.
I can run an offense. Now, if you want downfield passing, I'm not your guy. But if you need me to get the O-line protected and know who the ball needs to go to, I can get that
Carey,
squared
you
away.
proved your point. Anthony Stalter, you're under center. We know about your throwing arm.
Stalter on the fumble.
You know what, Anthony? That was uncalled for. It really was. You didn't do anything to deserve it, and I turned.
He's still hurt.
And I hurt you. And
He's still hurt about the Tigers from 2 days ago.
I am.
That's all right. The Pirates did
I'm
their job
shooting
last
blindly.
night.
The Pirates did a wonderful. Anthony,
you know what? Actually, I'm not sorry.
Anthony said it. The Pirates are going to win 7-0.
Yep. No, I said, no.
What happened?
Did you win, Marshy?
Yeah.
Damn it. I lost too.
Did you lose?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you lost.
Good
They
on
were
you.
way
14 runs.
over. They were way over.
All I thought
the
about was
worst part
Carey
is-
saying, you always say don't take the under.
I told you. Take his own damn advice.
So I said Pirates will score 7 runs.
You were
It'll be
being a jerk
7-0.
because I said, the line moved to 7, so I'll take the under. And you're like, it's going to be
Wait,
and I said, no,
was I being a
schemes-
jerk or were you being a jerk?
You were
'Cause
being a jerk.
Because you took the under after I said.
I went back and watched it. He goes, I'm going to take the Pirates Reds under 7. And I was like, wait a minute, what? So I repeated it. I said, Pirates Reds under 7. And you go, yeah, Paul Skeens is on the mound.
Yep.
I go, okay. And then Anthony goes, yeah, watch the Pirates. They'll score 7 runs. And Jamie goes, that's highly unlikely.
It should have been highly unlikely.
7-0.
7-0. I saw it last night. Marshy sends a text. I see the text. I wanted to smash my phone.
I saw the text. I didn't see the score yet, and I'm like, there's no way. And when I checked out the score, 7-0 exactly.
Nothing.
It
was hilarious.
I hit the pin, the ball dropped
Not
right in the
6,
hole.
7.
Oh, man. All right, so you decided to hurt me there.
Yeah, well, why not?
By the way, it's not like I had a bad arm. I just had a second base arm. Okay? Let's
good
just
enough.
clarify that.
I didn't say you had a bad arm.
And Anthony,
You said, we all know how
You
your
had the
arm
throwing
is.
issues.
there's offenses that aren't throwing the ball downfield these days. They're just throwing it off to the
Gotta be
numbers.
accurate, Marshy.
Anthony, in all fairness, you could be the Steelers quarterback. Look what they did last year.
Now he's hurting me. Now
He's kinda hurt. He's hurt both
now
of us.
He turned and pointed towards me.
I didn't realize he had 2 weapons
Yeah, he
at
clearly.
his disposal.
Hey, right,
Yeah.
told you.
I'm
Yeah,
shooting
right here.
blindly.
Unbelievable. All right.
You guys get in the way, that's your fault.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Is Oli Marmol's lineup construction in line with the front office's plan? We'll get to that next on 101 ESPN.
All right, are you guys tired of waking up in the morning and let's say you've got some money in the stock market, you're waking up stressed, anxiety is high because let's face it, the market is very, very unpredictable. I got a bit of a solution for you. It's a little outside the box, but hear me out here. How about purchasing some farmland? It sounds a little different, and it is, but lots of wealthy people, successful people are buying farmland. Such people as Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Shad Khan. These are all people that have invested in farmland. The reason, again, going back to steady returns, long-term growth, real stability, and again, no matter where the market is. And the best company to do that with is AgVest. They have helped leading financial institutions manage over $900 million in farmland deals, and they're licensed in 10 states. And even better, if you own farmland and you're interested, call AgVest. They can help maximize the value with full-service management from sourcing and diligence to rent and tenant selection. All you have to do, pick up the phone, call my guy, the founder, Chris Bronner, at 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022, or you can visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land, ain't making it anymore.
We have to find out about Vic. We got to find out about Newt. We got to find out about a lot of these guys. I think Burleson has played himself into, he's our 3-hole. Like when you give opportunity, the player does write the lineup to a certain degree, right? You give an opportunity and they make it really hard for you to ever take them out. And Burleson has done that. The way he has handled this season, his defense has improved. His offense has been very good. He's starting to control the strike zone better and doing the things that we're asking of him, and therefore he deserves to play every day. The other guys have to rotate through, and when given an opportunity, they have to run with it. There's not a league above this. It's the big leagues. You have to show what you're capable of doing when given the opportunity. So is it ideal? Absolutely not, but it's where we're at.
That was Oli Marmol, Cardinals manager, live in the studio with BK and Ferraro earlier, talking about the outfield logjam and how to decide for playing time with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers, and Anthony Stalter. I like that he's got I like that he said, look, players basically tell me when to play them by their play. If a guy is playing well and he's putting up good numbers, then he stays in the lineup. Alec Burleson is a perfect example of this. Alec Burleson a year ago was the Cardinals one of the, if not the most consistent hitters in that lineup last year. Then he came back in the offseason, spring training. Things were a little slow. Didn't get off to a great start. They had him more in a platoon role. Injuries and poor performance opened things up. And Alec Burleson took advantage of those opportunities. It's not like Oli decided, hey, Burley, you're rolling pretty good here. I'm going to bench you now. He's kept them in the lineup. He said, look, I'm playing this guy. So I've got no issue with it. I saw somebody tweet to, I think it was Kylie, when BK threw it out there earlier today, if you could ask Oli anything, what would it be? Yeah. And somebody said, why do certain young players get opportunities that not other young players do? And I was thinking about that. I'm like, I don't know, like, what would be the example of that? Which young player's not getting the opportunity? Because if you say Jordan Walker, he was hurt a couple of times this year, and he wasn't hitting well.
Yeah, and he wasn't hitting well.
Victor Scott's had a long...
McGreevy.
Okay, I was thinking more position players.
I know, but I'm just
that's a
thinking
good
about,
one. Yeah.
Was the question specifically for Oli Marmol's team? Because one example that comes to my mind was Randy Arozarena.
No. He's talking about this.
Okay.
This season. Why do certain players? I'll pull it up now.
I think they all have gotten opportunities, but Jordan Walker was doing really well, and he ended up getting hurt. He ended up having appendicitis, which cost him to miss time as well. He had the wrist injury. Nolan Gorman has been kind of up and down, but then he dealt with back issues. Lars Nootbaar seems to be playing every day when he's healthy, but he's often injured. I don't know, and you mentioned Victor Scott. He's playing every day. Mm-hmm. Mason Wynn is playing every day. Alec Burleson now is playing every day. I don't know.
Finding time for Sajaci, even.
There you go. So I don't know. Again, to me, it is a logjam, and I agree. The players will tell you who deserves to be on the field every day. But when the only way to make it easier for you is to have to remove some of these guys. You can continue to wait for people to get injured, which often happens because it's sports. People get twisted ankles, hurt hamstrings. Maybe you hurt an oblique because you're swinging too hard. Like, those things happen. Maybe you run into a wall and you hurt your back. Like, those things are going to happen, but you shouldn't count on those things to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, you should count on, I got guys that are going to play every single day, and then I got a few guys off of the bench that can come in and give one of those guys a spell. They can give those guys a rest for a day this week, or a rest. They've played 14 games in a row. All right, give you a day off. When you have guys that you need to play every single day in order to know what you have, I think that makes it very difficult to figure out what you have, because they're all not going to be able to play every single day.
Well, I think that's kind of the question here is Oli Marmol on the same wavelength as what the front office deemed this season to be? And I think there's two players that we could throw into the runway season. Mm-hmm. There's some other players out there that I'm sure the Cardinals and some other people could consider to be a part of runway. We mentioned Alec Burleson. Sure, but we sort of got a taste of that last year. The two players that come to mind is Nolan Gorman and Jordan Walker. Mm-hmm. Now, Jordan Walker's not playing every day. Maybe now he should be playing every day, but he's getting days off. So I wonder if you want to put Alec Burleson in there because he's playing quote unquote better, I understand that. I think players should be rewarded. This is a merit-based system, in my opinion. However, where the Cardinals are at right now, I think it would be more beneficial to just let those other dudes play and play all the time. So you could get a little bit more knowledge, unless you believe and they believe they already know what those players are, and it doesn't really matter up until this point. But then again, it kind of goes against what they were preaching at the beginning of the season.
Well, this goes back to what Carey just mentioned. You preached, hey, there's going to be opportunities and, the runway. Everybody take a shot. That's where we're at now. Yep, there
Cheers.
you go. Yep.
Is that the game we're playing now?
Yeah, I think so. Anytime you say runway, take a shot. Yep.
Okay.
Jeez, Anthony.
We're all going to be hammered.
You said it like 5 times.
Yeah. But
Really
then
leaning into it, huh?
Then
It's Friday.
Then the front office, though, says, all right, create opportunities, but here you go. Here's a mess. Mm-hmm. And you have to figure it out. And it is Ollie's job to figure it out. But to what degree are you saying there's too many similar players for the same spot, and you're not going to get 450 at bats for everybody.
But it also is on the players. Like, you have to take that spot. Mm-hmm. You have to show up and play. And I think Alec Burleson has done that because he's the one that hasn't been injured, and he's played well every time he's gotten an opportunity. He hasn't missed time, an extended period of time. He's played his butt off all year long. Brendan Donovan is in that boat as well. He's played his butt off all year long. So you don't bench those guys because they've shown you, one, they can play. 2, they can stay healthy. Those are the 2 main components to being able to play every day. Are you good? And can you stay healthy and play every single day? And those 2 players have. Lars Newbar hasn't. Nolan Gorman hasn't. Jordan Walker hasn't. They've had spurts where they've shown one part of it, hey, I can play.
Yeah.
But the other part, hey, I can't stay healthy. So if you aren't getting both of those, then you're still in this situation. I would venture to say if Jordan Walker was hitting the way that he was hitting and didn't hurt his wrist and didn't have the appendicitis, you probably would have 3 of those guys on this point. Mm-hmm. But you don't. If Lars Newbar would have been hitting and playing the way that he had been playing to start the season and then not getting injured, then Lars would have been the one. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Nolan Gorman. But those 3 guys have been injured and they have been inconsistent throughout the entire season. So you still don't know what you have in those 3, and you're going to have to make a decision pretty much blindly at some point saying, hey, we got to move on.
Yeah.
And it may be a situation where you move on and one of those guys are as healthy as they can be for the next 5 years, and they are outstanding. Mm-hmm. And you just got to say, man, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that it happened that way. Because it wasn't going to happen here. Similar to what Sam Darnold, you could not get right in New York for whatever reason. Yeah, man, you seeing ghosts. Mm-hmm. You go to Minnesota, you have the time of your life, the best. You think the New York Jets didn't want that version of Sam Darnold? You better damn believe they did.
They should have gave him that coach.
Well, maybe they should have.
He was really good for 16 weeks.
There you go. And you tip your cap.
Only 16.
And Anthony, he's going to be your MVP.
16 weeks.
16 weeks last year. That was it.
Yeah. 16.
Marsh is right.
Come on, Marshy. Don't disrespect.
Are you serious? Did you watch the last 2 games in that game against Jacksonville?
Wasn't great.
That was the offensive line's fault. Yeah. Okay? Let's get it right here.
Yeah, no, I mean, to a degree, yes. He's not on my team anymore. I'm good. Let's move on.
So, with that being said, you're going to have to move on from one of these guys with not the full knowledge of who they are, and they might be outstanding. Nolan Gorman might be Kyle Schwarber. He might hit 40 bombs next year, and you'd be like,
Carey, welcome to the club.
Damn it. We could have used that. No, you're not going to be able to. One of them, somebody has to go. I'm sorry. It's musical chairs, and there's not enough seats.
The Newt
then maybe it's
I'm telling
Newt.
you call the Dodgers first.
Yeah.
They love Newt.
You guys like a deep tease?
Yes.
Whatever.
I think we're going to talk about this later because I have a name in mind.
That has to go.
Maybe.
And is it Newt?
Oh, yes, you have to keep listening, Anthony.
Wow. I'll be here. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Lineup game next.
All right, St. Louis, are you looking to upgrade your kitchen, your bathroom, or maybe one of those outdoor living spaces? Then take my advice. Visit my friends from E&B Granite. They've been in the business for over 2 decades now here in St. Louis, and they're just awesome at what they do. First thing I'm going to tell you, head down to the showroom at 6135 Manchester Avenue. You walk in, and they've got everything there on display. They've got the countertops in back, too. There's not like some little small sample that you have to carry around and try to match it up. No, you can go right into the back, see the actual pattern, see the countertop, and then you can make an educated choice at that time. And then from there on, you talk to the in-house design staff. They do an amazing job at creating what you want for your kitchen, your bathroom, your outdoor space, whatever it is you're looking for. They've got, all sorts of different colors and varieties of cabinets, flooring, countertops, you name it, they've got it. The installers are fantastic at what they do. And when they're done, your kitchen or your bathroom or your outdoor space is ready for a magazine. I could not believe how amazing my kitchen looked after E&B Granite did all of their work. So to avoid any conflict, the best thing to do is give them a call to book an appointment. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. That number's 314-645-9300. Again, that's 314-645-9300, or you can always visit enbgranite.com.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. The Cardinals will set up a new series against the hated Cubs tonight at Busch Stadium. Michael McGreevy toes the rubber for the Cardinals. Matthew Boyd, the left-hander, will take the hill for the Cubs. Jamie, welcome back to the lineup game.
It's been a while.
I know. It's been a while, Carey. Creed. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. Even though.
I don't think that's Creed.
No, it's not. Even though.
Now you know.
Even though it's a lefty on the bump, we're still going Donovan here, boys?
No question.
Absolutely.
Show us. Brendan Donovan.
Look at that guy. Vibrant, handsome, hair.
No reason to go anybody but Yvonne Herrera.
No.
Show us Yvonne Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
We heard Oli on BK and Ferrario. He said Burley's his number 3 guy now. Are we going there?
Yeah.
Let's see that big burly guy, please.
You're wrong.
All right, so
welcome
Ollie's
back.
a freaking liar.
Don't believe anything he says.
No, whatever he said on the show today,
Yeah, just
probably a lie.
cross it out. Yeah.
Can you believe that spit?
That's tough. That one's tough.
Who's here?
Yachty's back in.
Guys, I don't
That's
think Yachty's gonna play.
Why not?
We don't know that, though.
No, we don't know that. No, but I don't think he's gonna play.
I'd put him behind the dish.
You
Why
think
not?
it's Wilson?
If it's not,
It's
if
probably
it's
Wilson
not
and
AB.
then Burley.
You think so?
Yeah.
Burley's
They
number
don't.
4?
Yeah, they
Burley's
don't.
playing.
It's a lefty on the bump.
I
You
think
don't-
Burley's playing.
You don't want to have 2 lefties in the top 3.
Okay.
Show us. Me?
Yeah.
Just go ahead, Carey, whatever you want.
We know it's Stain, not Creed, man. Get up with the damn times. It's part of the show. Jesus. Show us. Wilson Contreras.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
All right,
So,
Jamie.
is this
now,
Burley?
yeah, now go for it.
Now you're going to set me up for failure here.
No, why would
Show
we do
us
that?
Burley.
I thought I told you I'm a star.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
And in fairness, you didn't set me up for failure. Ollie did.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mason Win?
Sure.
At 5?
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
batting 5.
I don't think it's Newt.
Well,
I don't think it's
you
Newt.
won't
There
have
it is.
back-to-back lefties,
Exactly.
right?
Walker.
Not that high.
Show us Mason Win. Thank you.
Bring me that O.
Now.
Is Gorman in?
Nope. Not versus a lefty.
I know.
Why would you do
Listen,
that?
but the last home run he hit was off a lefty.
So,
So he's benched for sure.
grab it.
Yeah.
That's Marsh's theory. You hit a home run, you sit down.
Get benched.
I think this would be Newt.
You think it's Newt?
Yeah. Newt's playing.
Well, who's our outfield? Let's think about that for a second.
so
Scott will be in center. Walker will
I don't know if Scott will be in center.
Why?
Why?
Because it's a lefty. And they're trying to get
But
Newt.
they don't have a
and
righty.
Jordan Walker.
That's what Ollie said today. Now, of course, Ollie was lying earlier today, at least about Burleson. But he did say, everybody talks about, well, platooning. Platooning, he goes, all my platooning is the same thing. They all bat left-handed.
So, but they got a lefty starting. So I think
who are you
Sajaci-
playing?
I think
Newt's a
Sajaci is
lefty.
in. Well, Newt's going to play. I think Sajaci is in. I think Walker is in. I think Gorman and Scott would be out. Just one man's opinion.
I think Scott's going to play center field.
All right, well, Jamie.
Well, AB is one of those spots. So if Jordan, did you say Jordan Walker?
Yeah. I said Jordan Walker, and I said Sajaci at third base.
Okay, so then
And
who's
Newt
here?
is
Who's
playing
your
center.
outfield then?
Newt, Burley, and Walker.
Newt, Burley.
Why would you do that?
And Walker.
They've done
Where's
it.
Who's
AB
playing
playing?
center field?
Who?
Alec Burleson. Where's he playing?
Left field.
You just...
You just said.
I said Newt, Burley. Are we? Am I? Is
you
this
said
thing
you
on?
said Newt. You said Newt, Walker, and Scott at one
I
point.
said
I
Newt,
did.
Walker,
Oh, you
and
did.
Burley.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
He said
Damn it,
Newt.
man.
Okay.
Burley,
I know Carey and I sound very much alike.
You do.
and look alike.
Very
Clearly.
similar.
Look how many times he called me Jamie while you were gone.
I know.
Hey
Call me
guys,
Jamie
just,
every
People
other
on the
day.
street call me Carey. It's weird.
Crazy.
I want it on record. I don't think Newt's in this lineup.
All right.
That's all.
Okay.
I think
Who you think is here?
It's a JC.
I think it's Jaywalk.
Okay.
Go for it.
I don't like the way you're saying that, but okay. Jordan Walker. Show us Jordan Walker.
Die for every ball.
Thank you.
It's boring.
Never doubted you,
otherwise.
Anthony.
Plus,
Yeah,
it's harder.
sounded
The
like
most
it.
important play in right field is what I like to call the janitor throw. Guaranteed out every time. I call it the janitor throw because it cleans up that are trying to take an extra base on you.
Okay. So, Pajas here at 7?
No, this
He
is
has been dropping him to 8.
Yeah.
You went to the hospital and he decided he's going to drop the catcher to
Well,
8.
Jesse's been dropping a lot of balls, too.
So JC.
I think it's the JC.
All right. Yeah.
Go ahead, Carey.
Sure, it's Thomas to JC.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? It really hurts.
Nope, nothing. I thought I hit you on the shoulder.
My shoulder doesn't hurt very much, but my face does.
Not here or here so much, but right here.
Okay, so this is Pius.
This is Pius.
Who's on the bump for the Cardinals again? McGreevy?
McGreevy.
Yeah, I think it's Pius. Show us Pedro Pius.
Smithies, throw this at him.
You're out!
Maybe.
And I can't remember the last time Newt batted ninth, so I'm going to err on the side of Victor Scott here.
Agreed.
Yes.
Show us Victor Scott.
You guys are such idiots.
That was kind of harsh.
Marcia, I didn't like the way you were grinning when you did that.
That was really harsh.
What's wrong with you?
What are you talking
Why are you celebrating our failure?
I mean,
I'm
nobody's
not.
Are you
nobody's
part of
safe.
this team or not?
Nobody's safe.
about?
But
This is a serious show. We established that yesterday at 5 o'clock.
all right. So, Carey, who is this then?
4:45.
I mean, I thought it was Walker, Burley, and Newt in the outfield. I agree with Jamie, though. I don't see Newt batting ninth.
So this is the hamster sauce.
No.
Why would it be Hampson?
Not against the Cubs.
Who else is gonna
Don't
hit
give
the-
me Hammy
Why
Hamster.
would it be Hampson?
Who else is going to be in center?
Newt or Hampson? If it ain't Scott, it's Newt or Hampson.
You can't play the
I don't know
hamster.
why it would be Hampson.
I haven't seen Newt ninth either.
I haven't
Which
either.
would then go to who's the next center fielder.
But
it
it
would
doesn't
be the
mean
hamster
Newt
wheel.
can't bat ninth just because we haven't seen it.
Jordan Walker batted ninth the last 2 games ago. 2 or 3 games ago.
True.
Oh, yeah. 816 says double leadoff, huh?
All right.
Huh?
What do you guys think?
You want Hampson.
No, I don't want Hampson. So you guys, if you think it's Newt, I agreed with you in that Newt wouldn't be this far, which got me to the hamster wheel. And then you guys turned it
The problem
around
I
on
have
me.
is you're playing the Cubs, man, and you're supposed to still be trying to win ball games, and they're ahead of you. How can you not go with your best
Go with
lineup?
Newt.
And Hammy Hamster doesn't give you the best lineup.
Go with Newt. All right, show us. There's no bar.
Sorry, guys.
I didn't say it loud enough. I was hoping
I
you
heard
did.
it.
Okay. All right.
I hear everything that
I thought you
say,
said
Carey.
show us hamster.
I thought I said Hampson.
Yeah, you did. Show us the hamster.
Are you the Hamburglar?
Unreal.
Hamptons.
To the Hamptons.
Why would it be Why would it be the hamster, Anthony?
He loves when he's right.
Why would it be the hamster?
Well, that is a great question because we just had the conversation about trying to figure out who to play out of the people that actually matter right now in this organization.
Everybody
What
matters.
did this guy is in the lineup?
Why are you
Hold
playing
on.
me? Why are you
What
playing
did
me?
Jamie say, though, by the way?
Why are you playing me?
Accurately, when he misfired on Burleson in the 3-hole. What did he say?
Ollie lied to us.
Correct. So if that's the theme, then he lied to us about
Ollie,
player development.
I figured it out, by the way, it just came to me. Ollie knows that Greg Counsell listens to the fast lane. And so he misled him.
He zigged
Yep.
at when everybody else thought he was going to zag, is what you're saying.
It's our fault. We should have been reading the signs better.
All right. Run it there, Marsh.
All right, leading off, second baseman Brendan Donovan. Batting second, your DH Ivan Herrera. Batting third, first baseman Wilson Contreras. Your cleanup hitter in left field, Alec Burleson. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting sixth in right field, Jordan Walker. Batting seventh, playing third base, Thomas Sajaci. Batting eighth and catching, Pedro Pajes. And batting ninth in center field, Garrett Hampson.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go fair, go fair.
I don't believe what I just saw! Home run!
I honestly thought his name was Michael Hampson. He said Garrett. I had to look it up. Like, Garrett?
He's like, that's not right.
That's wrong.
Garrett Hampson.
Oh, wow.
What'd you call him?
Garrett.
Michael Hampson.
I thought his name was Michael.
Michael Hampson.
Michael. Michael sounds better.
All right, what are our home run standings? Because I've been out of it for a while.
Oh, stop it, Jamie.
No, I'm not sure, Carey.
Yeah.
All right, Jamie has 6 points. I have 27.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, my bad. I got the...
Try it again.
Yeah, Jamie has 27. I have 6. Carey, you have 15, and Anthony has 13.
Wow.
I've been stuck on 15. Or whatever.
Right.
I don't want to hear it.
So I'm going to go with former Cub Wilson Contreras. I feel like he's going to elevate today against the Cubbies. Contreras, please.
Give me Jordan Walker. 1 for 1.
Even though it's lefty on lefty crime, give me Brendan Donovan to surpass Carey Davis in the standings.
Man, I'm so far behind right now.
Get bench player. Come on,
I
Marshy.
have to. It's got to be. Nah, I think they go with Newt.
Oh.
I'll take the Newt.
What? You acted like you picked Kai Tom.
Well, at least pick the guy with pop. I mean, Newt, like, come on.
Newt's like one of the leading home run hitters on the team.
Oh, no, he hasn't hit home run in ages, though. Check it out.
Defensive replacement, maybe an offensive replacement. Yeah.
Maybe. All
Move
right.
Hampson over to. Well, no, he can stay in center field, and Newt can go out to right field when he pinch hits for Jordan Walker.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Who will be 0 for 2 at that time? Sorry, 1 for 2 at the time with a single.
108 mile an hour.
You darn
He's
right.
gonna smoke that damn thing. You better believe it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to change my pick.
No, you can't.
Can't now.
You're locked in.
The music's over. That means
Damn
it's done.
it.
It's like, we're done.
I feel like I should have went with Pozo.
You should have went with Pozo.
Or Gorman.
No, Pozo.
Pozo swings at everything.
You're damn right he does.
He's my favorite softball player.
Just in case he hits, he makes contact.
He does, though.
I know.
What's crazy is the pitch is like in the dirt, outside, like not, and he gets the barrel on it somehow.
You don't care.
It's amazing.
Our Sports Six Pack is next. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Send your questions in there. Again, Sixer, Part 1, next on 101 ESPN.
Cheap, cheap, fun, fun. Let's get dirty, St. Louis. Visit my friends over at Dirt Cheap. Just in there 2 days ago, and actually in there again this morning, picking up some things for the lake this weekend. They got so many amazing deals. All the beers that you want, all of the canned cocktails are available, whether you just get them off of the shelf or out of the fridge, they're there. And I love the little airplane bottles they've got. They've got a whole row full of it. You can pick all sorts of different flavors and kinds. And they also have the buckets of Fireball. Great red wines, too. I told you guys before, picked up a nice bottle of Camus over there at Dirt Cheap. And if they don't have something that you're looking for, talk to the representative. They'll find one at a location. They'll try and get it to you, or they can send you to the right spot. They really are amazing with their customer service. They also have an amazing rewards app where every time you purchase some, just punch in your number and you start to save immediately. You can also use that app to place a pickup or delivery order. You also have a drive-thru at the Kisker location. They got plenty of new locations that are out there, including the brand new one in Wentzville. Please go visit. They're fantastic. So please, whatever you're doing, make Dirt Cheap a part of your weekend. You won't be sorry. You can also visit them at cheapcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. They are your one-stop party shop. Remember to have fun, but be careful out there.
question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
All right, time for our first Sports Six-Pack of the day. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line if you want to join us. Carey had a breakthrough with
I've been thinking of Michael Hampson. I was like, who did we have that was Michael? Like, we had a guy named Mike. I thought Michael Hellman was Michael Hampson.
It's Siani.
They ain't all the same. I forgot about Michael Hellman. That's the guy you all played a trick on me, telling me how great he was. And I started looking up some information. I'm like, this guy.
I don't know what these guys are seeing in this guy.
Did I miss something about this guy? He's an all-star. He's played like 2 games in his professional career at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, we sold him to you, though.
You guys are messing with me.
Yeah, he was traded to the Cardinals in exchange for cash considerations in February. He was optioned to AAA Memphis. In 18 appearances for Memphis, he hit 185 with one home run.
The Rangers called him up, though. He's played in 8 games for them.
There you go.
I think.
Yeah. He was claimed off waivers by the Pirates, did not appear for them, designated for assignment on May 16th.
Pirates not know how good he was?
And the Rangers then picked him up on May 19th.
Good for Michael Hampson. I'm saying Hellman.
Hellman. Yeah, it's Garrett Hampson.
You see the confusion there. Michael H.
Sure. Yeah.
H. You know.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right.
All righty. Marsh, question 1, please.
Question number 1.
First question comes from the 314. If Lamar Jackson gets a ring, where does he stand as best of all time?
Best of all time?
He's still, he's
got a long, Mahomes still has a ways to go.
4th or 5th at best. At best.
Ever?
He's got 2 MVPs. He wins the Super Bowl.
Come on.
I said at best. I don't think he's there. I still would have, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
How about Dan Marino?
How about Joe Montana?
Yeah, how about Terry Bradshaw?
How many MVPs those guys got?
I don't know.
Terry Bradshaw. I love Terry. I don't think he's, up there with the top 5 to 10
How many rings
quarterbacks.
does he have?
Yeah, 4.
If we're using rings as
to me, rings is a team thing. Like Peyton.
Well, then you can't tell me that. Because Lamar gets a ring, then he deserves to be one of the best.
No, I said because he's got 2 MVPs and he has a ring. That's why I would
guarantee
put him up
Bradshaw's got to have at least an MVP.
I don't think Terry
so.
Bradshaw has an MVP.
Really?
No.
Drew Brees. I don't think Drew Brees. Does Drew Brees have an MVP? He might have one.
Oh, I think he does. How about Kurt Warner?
Yeah.
We stand corrected.
Drew Brees has one, right?
Terry Bradshaw won NFL Most Valuable Player in 1978.
Good for him. I didn't know that.
Yeah. More you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't have Lamar in my top 5, that's for sure. And as far as in ever quarterbacks, I just can't do it.
Lamar is
not yet.
Drew Brees, no MVPs.
If Lamar stopped playing today, he would be a Hall of Famer.
That doesn't mean he's top 5, though.
So
no.
Tom
saying
Brady,
if he stops playing right now, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
No question.
So Tom Brady's the GOAT.
He's your GOAT.
7 Super Bowl champions.
God, you're just.
He's not my GOAT.
Why
he's
do
not
you
my
hate
favorite quarterback.
so much?
Peyton Manning is the greatest
Just
quarterback.
because
to
he's
ever
your
play the game.
favorite doesn't mean he's the best.
Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback. He's got the most regular season MVPs, which tends to tell you who's the better player. Hey, you can do that. But it's a team award when you win a Super Bowl. Anthony knows this.
What about a Super Bowl MVP, Carey? How about that?
Peyton's
got 3 of those, right?
Peyton's got 1.
Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah, because he couldn't throw the ball.
He couldn't throw the ball. And Von Miller won that one, didn't he?
Yes.
He did. Yeah.
Brady's got 5.
Super Bowl MVPs?
Yes.
That's outstanding.
3 Most Valuable Player awards.
3.
5 Super Bowl MVPs. 7 rings.
How many MVPs does Peyton have?
5.
And you're telling me he's better than Brady?
In my opinion, hell
Carey.
yeah.
My God.
Every day of the week.
Like, I love you, okay? I love you like a brother. But because I love you like a brother, I have to say you're bat spit crazy.
It is an opinion. It's your opinion that you think Tom Brady is the greatest to play?
That's pretty much everybody.
Not everybody, because I'm a person. Jamie?
You are.
I am a person.
Being.
I am a human being.
You're not supposed to say
believe
everybody or never.
You should not use definitive terms.
Carey does. He likes to turn my words against
You could say Tom Brady's the greatest winner of all time, But the quarterback position, I would argue that Peyton Manning was better at it.
Thank you, Andrew.
Just don't think he can do that.
If only we had the head-to-head stuff on that and who played better in those games.
Oh, damn, Anthony.
Because actually, I remember the time where Peyton was playing free safety and Tom was just roasting him.
Yeah.
He was just smoking him, right?
Oh, wait, what happened to this? Oh, now you're blaming people.
I'm just saying,
You know.
like, Tom
Couldn't
Brady.
possibly be that Brady was good. No, the defensive back was bad.
What I'm saying is the head-to-head matchup does not matter.
Oh, God.
Peyton didn't play defense. Peyton didn't call defense.
No, you're right.
Peyton didn't play corner or safety
So
or
it's not
linebacker.
Josh Allen's fault that Patrick Mahomes beats him every time.
No. Hell no. Josh Allen, if Josh Allen would have had the ball one more time, he probably would have won that game in Kansas City.
But he didn't.
He didn't get the ball because Patrick Mahomes scored every time, and then Josh scored, and then Patrick got the ball one more time.
Yeah.
So hold on, because you're actually Josh Allen didn't tell the damn coach to kick the ball into the end zone. He should have squibbed it. That's on the coach to give them 13 seconds. No, Josh Allen is not at fault for that game. So that does not mean Patrick Mahomes is greater.
One game. What about the other
You brought that game up.
No, I brought.
You brought that game.
I said the head-to-head matchup,
and I brought up a game in that head-to-head matchup.
You brought up a game. I brought up the overall head-to-head.
That doesn't make a quarterback better because you beat another quarterback. They
so
don't
then you're
play
arguing
against
Peyton
one
Manning
another.
Being better.
No, I didn't say it's because of the head-to-head. You did.
No, he did.
And he did.
Actually.
I said he's a better quarterback. He's been the MVP more. And I think he's a better quarterback. That's my opinion.
I think Tom Brady played better in those games than Peyton did, which has to factor in when it comes to whether or not you have an opportunity to win another Super Bowl.
I think Bill Belichick coached better, and his defense was outstanding.
So according to Carey, Tom Brady's no good. It was his receivers, his defense, and his coach. Okay.
Does personnel matter then?
Yeah, personnel matters.
And Peyton had much better personnel.
Then Tom?
Yeah, well, yeah.
He had better players.
Yeah.
But hey, who had the better team? Who had the better defense?
Well, but I mean, if we're factoring all of that in.
Factor that part in,
sure.
But
I hadn't heard you say he had Reggie Wayne, he had Marvin Harrison,
he had Marvin, he had Dallas Clark.
He had Edgerrin James.
He had a bunch of future Hall of Famers that were playing for him at that time.
Brady had a former quarterback in the MAC, which, you know what, actually.
There you go.
It is Peyton.
See?
Yeah.
He gets it.
So
Tom Brady didn't have Andrew, didn't have Gronk, and didn't have
that was later
Aaron
on.
Hernandez.
Tom Brady at one point had two janitors
and he didn't have those guys because those guys were terrible.
Gronk, he did have Gronk for a couple of those Super Bowls, but not all of them.
That doesn't.
In fact, one year he didn't even play.
Danny Amendola was his number one receiver at one point.
We're not going to count. We're going to discount those players.
Wes Welker. Danny Amendola.
Wes Welker.
I'm just saying,
Julian Edelman.
It all factors in.
He made those guys players.
Wes Welker was a guy. Damn good.
Oh, my God. This is pointless. Next question.
Wes Welker balled out when Peyton had him in Denver.
He did.
He was a baller.
He's great. He's the best.
And
He's the number one receiver for sure. He's just as good as Marvin Harrison was, for sure.
Wes? Nah. Wes is better than Brandon Stokely.
This is crazy.
For sure.
This is insanity.
Do you want to do another question here?
No.
We'll carry it over next on 101 ESPN. You can go yard for the rest of the baseball season, courtesy of Underdog's Champions Game. Underdog, if you haven't checked it out yet, it's a ton of fun. And if you enjoy playing baseball, when it comes to, knowing what the matchup's going to be, knowing whether or not a matchup is going to be great or bad for a certain player, a certain team, Underdog's your spot. So stop telling your friends, I knew this pitcher was going to get lit up tonight, or I knew that, so-and-so was going to have a big game. I told you, and then not put your money where your mouth is. Underdog is a ton of fun to play. Their app has over 100,000 5-star reviews, millions of users. People are playing everywhere, including in our state right here in Missouri, and winning big. Here's how it works. Go to Underdog, pick a couple of players, decide whether or not they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, home runs, strikeouts, total bases. They've got it all at Underdog. If your entry is correct, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. So you'll simply play $1 if you want to, and if your entry is correct, and depending on how big your entry is, you can win $1,000 on that $1. So download the Underdog app, sign up with my promo code Anthony, unlock that special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. But again, you got to use my promo code, which is Anthony, to get the $1,000 in bonus cash at Underdogs. Must be 18 plus and present. Missouri. Terms apply. See underdogfantasy.com/web/deposit-match-terms. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take on the Cubs tonight at Busch Stadium with the first pitch of 7:15. Michael McGreevy on the mound. He'll go up against Matthew Boyd. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack coming up next. We'll have 5 questions for you. That first one, hey, we're talking about quality, not quantity here, people. Part 2 of the Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this SportsCenter update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
Time for part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack. G-Dog just says, you tell him, Marshy, when it comes to the Sports Center update. We are about quality here in the Fast Lane, not about quantity. That's right.
100%.
Absolutely.
Now, some would push back and say that question maybe went a little too long. But that's their opinion, Anthony. And we established yesterday that we love their opinions.
Absolutely. We love the opinions, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially those that tell us, hey, I want you guys to do it this way.
Yeah.
And we obliged for one segment. Go ahead, Marshy.
Question number 2.
All right, this one comes from Grant Francis Fan Club. Puck Empire on Instagram has Doug Armstrong ranked as the number 3 GM in the NHL, behind Jim Nill, who is second, and Bill Zito, who is first. Do you agree with that ranking?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Like, when you look at the league overall, I mean, Tampa Bay, Julian Brisebois has done a fantastic job there with that team. They've stayed relevant for a really long time. But I don't think, but he hasn't had the challenge that Army's had. So Julian Brisebois inherited a team that Steve Eisman put together that was Stanley Cup bound. And he added some pieces and kept the band together, doing a wonderful job. And the team is still very relevant, 102 points last year. Washington Capitals, their GM did a fantastic job. But again, the resume isn't as long as far as the years of doing the job very well. I think that's perfect. I do. I really, really do. I think that our Army's done a great job. One could argue that Kelly McCrimmon and George McVie in Vegas have done a fantastic job. I mean, that expansion team has been relevant from the day that it started to exist. They've only missed the playoffs once, I believe, which is pretty incredible. So I think they should get a little tip of the cap as well. Yep.
Good answer.
Question number 3.
Hold on. Bevo Mill from the Snake Pit goes, stop talking so much on your talk show.
That's a good point.
Go on, Marshy.
This next one comes from the artist formerly known as Z-Bo's wrestling buddy. Why do you all hate Aaron Rodgers and his 4 MVPs in Super Bowl?
Who is you all?
Yeah, Carey talks about the MVPs all the time.
He loves the MVP thing.
I think Aaron Rodgers is smug, and I think Mike McCarthy never gets any sort of credit for helping Aaron Rodgers earlier in his career. Other than that, I acknowledge that Aaron Rodgers is filthy good at playing quarterback 3 years ago.
How'd he do last year, Anthony?
Not great.
You crazy man. You're crazy, man.
Here's my biggest here's my biggest beef with the Aaron Rodgers. It's not even about Aaron Rodgers. It's about what a lot of people have said about Rodgers in the past, like in his prime. They all put him in bubble wrap. They don't do that a lot with quarterbacks, but they did it with him. If he lost, as soon as they lost, it was the head coach's fault or it was the defense's fault, or he didn't have a first-round wide receiver, and they overlooked the fact that Devontae Adams was a bleeping stud who they got in the second round. Oh, my God, he can't have a second-round wide receiver do anything. Jordy Nelson was a stud.
Really good.
He had weapons. But it was always somebody else's fault. And again, I'm not complaining about Aaron Rodgers saying these things. People put him in bubble wrap. If he was that great, I mean, like, unbelievably great, I would think he would have had more Super Bowls, considering he didn't play in the conference with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Again, I've said it just like I just said a minute ago. I think Super Bowls are a team stat.
Sure.
It's not one person. It's not one. It is literally everyone on the team coming together and having a great opportunity to win a game, to win
100 different
games.
hands on my body.
That too.
Yeah, when he's saying stuff like that, I'm sorry, I don't relate.
I mean, I don't hate him for it.
Oh, he's talking about his ancestors.
Who doesn't want?
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. I was gonna say, who doesn't want?
No, he specifically
Hundreds
said
a lot,
his
Carey.
ancestors.
That's 50 people.
Not too much.
Never enough.
Right?
What?
Is it 50 people or is it 100 people placing one hand on it?
I guess it doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
The math works however it does.
Yeah.
I prefer two hands.
Your ancestors?
No.
Well, again, it goes back to what he said, which is I want my ancestors' hands all over me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's weird, man. I'm sorry. I can't have a beer with that guy.
I mean, to each their own, but that's weird.
Sure.
Hey, that guy's going to lead the Steelers to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Walrus
Probably win the division.
Walrus King says Rodgers wasn't terrible last year. The Colts would love Richardson to be that good. Fair point. He wasn't terrible.
Aaron Rodgers was top 10 in passing yards last year.
Oh, it's
which
your
is
passing yards.
a really good thing.
Here we go.
I guess that doesn't matter.
What was his expected passing yards, though?
He probably was way over, Marsh.
You think so?
Probably.
You know what? Good luck with it. Okay. I'll take my two quarterbacks in
Good luck
Atlanta.
with
We'll be
that.
fine. Good luck with Rodgers.
All right. I appreciate you. I don't know if you mean it, but
doesn't.
I appreciate it.
I totally
don't think
do.
you mean it. You know?
Jamie.
I don't think you mean
Jamie.
it.
I totally mean it.
You all want to, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes, yeah.
Just so you
I
know,
read
you
the
could
text line.
have had Kirky football.
No, thank you. If I'm going to take a guy with a torn ACL, a torn Achilles, I'm going to take the guy that we got. 2 years removed, give me the guy we got. That guy you had, it's the reason why you had to draft another guy.
We shouldn't have signed that guy.
Yeah, you should have. You did the right thing.
Should have.
I love our listeners, but sometimes we get some interesting texts. And I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Carey, fire
sir,
away,
man?
my friend.
Yeah, what do you got?
got?
Saying that the comparison of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning is similar to MJ and LeBron. I said, well, yeah, I think MJ is better than LeBron.
Yeah, just like Brady's way better than
It's
Manning.
like I think Peyton is better than Brady.
Remember that question I asked you in the break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this person says, MJ literally has nothing more than LeBron other than championships. I'm sorry. He's got more MVPs, more defensive MVPs, more first team, all defense. He's got a lot more than LeBron. LeBron's played longer. They tend to give you more points.
Well, he can't play
Similar
baseball.
to Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, because Tom
Who's played
only won a
longer.
Super Bowl on a brand new team at 40.
On a brand new what?
Team.
So what?
Yeah, with a coach.
Team.
With a coach that you love, Bruce
I don't
Arians.
like that guy. He didn't even have his damn headset. This is Bruce. He's walking around.
Am I taking crazy pills? Because earlier, Carey credited Bill Belichick as the reason that Tom Brady won those games. Now, he goes to a team that has a terrible coach, according to Carey. Hang on.
I didn't say he was terrible. I said he's a terrible person.
He had his headset, everything unplugged. But no, it's the team. It wasn't Brady. Because the team, by the way, Carey, the same freaking team the year before didn't have Tom Brady. Same players. Check it out.
Not the same players.
Have they almost identical roster?
Players.
Almost
Nope.
identical.
It's never the same team, and
Check
you
it
know
out.
that. It's not.
Check.
I don't have to.
The only bad thing I'll say about Brady in that Tampa year is he should have been in jail.
For going to that person's house?
He broke into somebody's house.
Well, he thought it was.
If it was anybody else, including Scotty Scheffler, he'd have been in jail. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Scotty wouldn't have cared.
And Matt LaFleur should have went for it on fourth down and not kicked the damn field goal, and they wouldn't even made it.
Here we go. What is your... Hey, look at me for a second.
Which
look
game?
at me for a second. What is your problem?
Packers.
Hang on.
When LaFleur, he kicked the field goal, gave the ball back to Tom. Isn't that the game?
Is that the Scotty Miller game?
No.
No, that was
They were in Green Bay.
Wait a minute.
That was in
Miller.
Green Bay.
That was right before
No,
the half.
Scotty Miller, that was against the
Rams.
That was against the Rams.
Right before half.
That was the Rams.
That was the Rams.
Right before half, Brady hit Scotty Miller in Green Bay.
I know. He ripped down the sideline.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Scotty Miller game.
Oh, I don't consider it the Scotty Miller game. Who the hell calls it the Scotty Miller game?
Okay, was that the game that Scotty Miller had a touchdown right before half?
Carey,
Sorry for the
what's your problem
semantics.
with Tom
Calls it
Brady?
the Scotty Miller game.
What's your problem with Tom Brady?
I don't have a problem with Tom Brady.
No, but
I just
hang
don't
on.
think he's the greatest quarterback to ever
No,
live.
but hang on. But no, you.
I think Tom Brady is outstanding.
What's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
I just want to know. Like, there's something.
He took a
deep,
team 18-0 into the playoffs.
deep
you know?
inside of you, Carey. There's something. I'm going to find it, too, deep inside of you.
You're not going to get deep inside
I'm telling you. I just want to know what's making you tick.
I'm ending this.
Yeah, we're ending it. Gator's right. CD and Jamie need to do the hand thing. Put your fingers together. There we go.
Can I actually play a mic drop that we got?
Yeah.
Let me play a mic drop.
Play that mic drop.
Because this is actually quite comical, what you're about to hear, based on where we're at now in this show. Take a listen. You'll definitely know who this is.
Jamie, it's so good to hear your voice again. Well, they needed you back here. I'm glad you're all well. They need a referee between Carey and Anthony. They can't seem to play nice. They keep fighting.
Interesting.
Janet, thank you so much. I love you, Janet. Thank you for thinking about me.
The referees.
And you're right. These guys are always at each other's throats.
Yeah.
It's like a special referee match.
Need the big brother to step in. Need the big brother to step in and
get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hurry up before mom and dad see it.
Anthony, I'm scared. I think this next segment is actually going to increase this debacle that we have.
We're not even going to do it next.
You want to skip it?
I don't want to skip it. I don't want to skip it.
Don't skip nothing. Let's go. We meet everything head on in the
Let's go.
I want to make sure we have enough time for that. So what we're going to do is the NFL top 50 players heading into the 2025 season. We're 1 through 5.
I don't think they have
because we got the
faith in
Gauntlet
us.
coming up, and if we don't break on time for the Gauntlet, people get angry.
They do.
Okay?
Hostile.
People get angry. So top 50 players. We're going to wrap up this PFF list with the top 5 players next on 101 ESPN. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. So we have moved through this top 50 players heading into the 2025 season, and we're now 1 through 5. And the names, I don't think the names are going to surprise you, although number 1 might. Any ideas who number 1 is, if you haven't seen the list?
I think it probably have to be Patrick Mahomes.
So Jamie says Mahomes.
He probably thinks it's Lamar Jackson.
Carey says.
I know who it is.
Oh.
Okay.
What the hell are you looking at the list for?
Were you surprised when you saw it?
We have a rundown, Jamie, that
I can't access it. I can't on my computer in the office.
We got a rundown that we type on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
Did you expect him to look at that? Come on.
You didn't expect him to look at it. That's why you asked him.
Right.
But you knew he didn't know.
I'm just saying. But you knew he didn't know either.
I knew he didn't know, but you should have known that I knew, because I read.
Carey has spoiled other rankings throughout the week.
Yeah, tell me who number 1 is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's right there.
It should be Patrick Mahomes, but I have a strange feeling it's like a defensive player or something.
You give him pieces of paper like he's going to look at it. Come on.
I look at pieces of paper.
Yeah, not these papers.
Not always.
There you go.
Different papers.
Lots of paper.
All right, number 5. Number 5 is
pictures.
Housekeeping.
Sometimes they tell a story.
Housekeeping. Number 5 is Josh Allen. Number 4 is Lamar Jackson.
There you go.
Number 3 is Joe Burrow. Number 2 is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And number 1 is Myles Garrett. And this list is officially dumb.
I thought you were going to say done.
It's both.
It's
Dumb
both.
and done.
Why the hell would you have Myles Garrett as your number one player in terms of like being most important heading into this season?
I don't know, because normally...
hold on. Did he get traded to the Eagles?
That's a good question. He didn't.
No. Did he get traded to the Chiefs?
Nope.
Okay. Ravens?
No.
Bills?
Nope.
Broncos?
Nah.
Okay, let me think here. Lions?
Nope.
Packers?
Nah.
Marsh's Vikings?
Nope.
The Bucks?
Nah, it starts with a B.
It does.
Okay. So he still plays for the Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Myles Garrett. You can win all the individual awards you like, but in terms of importance, I would rather, have most of these other players in terms of discussing how important they are to this season. Because anybody that dons a Browns uniform, I'm sorry, probably not going to be important for the 2025 season. Just saying.
I couldn't agree more. I think they still got a quarterback issue. They don't know who's playing that position.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, well, the Browns will probably be picking at the top of the draft next year.
Yeah, probably.
Myles Garrett going to have a hell of a year, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
He got to get his sacks early.
Listen, he's a hell
great.
of a player.
He's an awesome player.
He's a hell of a
Somebody
player.
that's got nothing to do with Myles Garrett. It's got everything to do with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I agree. And so who would you have number 1 on this list?
As far as like the most important player to his team.
In the NFL.
Or the best player overall, I'd have Patrick Mahomes.
I would say Patrick Mahomes best, although in terms of most important, you could make the case for Mahomes or Josh Allen.
No,
Lamar's up there too.
Joe Burrow. Are you kidding me? That
Joe
defense
Burrow.
is so bad. If he's not on that team, that is a bottom
Patrick
3
Mahomes
team.
got to a Super Bowl last year with 4 janitors playing wide receiver.
He's not wrong.
Okay, one of those janitors, like...
Both 2 of those guys were first round.
A ton of yards.
No.
No, they had a bunch of janitors on their offensive line.
Whatever. He had janitors they're all around him.
I'm not
to a damn Super Bowl.
What can Burrow do with janitors? With 2 janitors as opposed to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Who doesn't even think his quarterback's any good, by the way. Who? Did you hear Jamar Chase?
No, that was taken way out of context.
Well, he said it.
He's joking.
He said
That's
people
his guy.
prepare for Josh Allen. Don't prepare for Joe Burrow.
Joe was probably standing right there.
He probably was.
He's standing right there.
Yeah, I think there's controversy.
Marsh, couldn't you say the same thing that you just said about Joe Burrow with anybody? Like, you take Mahomes off that team.
Right, but they have their defense is like capable of maybe stopping people.
Their offense was not good.
They're not going to.
They just went to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
With Mahomes.
I understand that, but they
You think
also
the
have
Chiefs
one of
go
the
to the
best
Super
defensive
Bowl?
coordinators in football.
Marshy, answer this. Do you think the Chiefs pick the 10th or 11th or 12th best quarterback in the league? Do you think that guy takes the Chiefs to the Super Bowl last year? No. There's no way. There's no way.
You just said who is the most important
Baker Mayfield.
player to
He's not
their
taking
team.
the Chiefs.
So when
to the
I'm
Super
looking
Bowl.
at it, based on the Bills, Chiefs, Bengals, the importance of that guy, if you take Joe Burrow off of the Bengals, they're a bottom 3 team because their defense is so bad where if you take Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen off those other teams, their respective teams, for like a week or two, they could win a game based on other parts of their team. The Bengals are going to give up 40-plus points, and Jake Browning ain't doing that for you.
Jake Browning won some games a couple of years ago.
He did, Anthony. In fact, he beat my Vikings team, and I'm still upset about it.
I think you'd be surprised if Josh Allen wasn't around for the Bills, how terrible they would be.
I think you can say that about all those teams, though.
I know. That was my point.
Yeah.
But if you want to say Burrow, fine. I'll say Josh Allen. Because if you take Josh, I don't know if the Bills' offense is just it's the Josh Allen offense. It really is. What?
Nothing.
Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I agree that most teams, when their starting quarterback goes down, that team struggles.
I wish Kirk would have went down a little
Except for
earlier
the,
last year.
2008
Stayed
New England
down.
Patriots. Huh? What's that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, most important player in the NFL.
He didn't hear me either.
Oh, I heard you.
Can we all agree?
The hell do you think I'm staring at you for?
Can we all agree it's not
He didn't
Myles
hear me.
Garrett? I heard you.
you.
2008 Patriots.
Mm-hmm. How'd that team do when they're
They
starting
didn't make the
quarterback?
playoffs. Did they win 11 games?
Yeah.
We did fine.
Can you imagine?
We did fine.
Could you imagine? You're forget those are the Patriots, right? Any team you win 11 games. Yeah, we're not going to the playoffs. How that sucks.
They won 10.
10?
They won 10 and 6.
Still.
Nope, I'm
10.
sorry.
No,
They won
11.
11 and 5.
I was about to say they won 11.
Yeah.
11's the number.
Pretty good year.
All right, Marcy, go ahead. Read your text, and then we'll get to the gauntlet.
What text?
You were looking at the
No,
text.
I
You're
was just
gonna read.
reading text messages.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to... Normally when you read... Normally when I have...
Okay, I found one. You'll
There
love
it
this
is.
one.
Yep,
Here we go.
there it is.
Now, this is from Skullman. Kirk O'Chains would have taken the Chiefs to the Super Bowl.
He would have. Not this past year's Kirk O'Chains.
No chance.
The last year in Minnesota, the last 2 years in Minnesota, Kirk O'Chains would have.
No, we wouldn't have.
They would have.
No chance.
You would
would
tell me
have.
that if Patrick Mahomes went down, that they couldn't be okay for like 3 games, based against like the Bengals.
3 games
Who's their backup?
versus the
Is
Bengals.
Blaine Gabbert still their backup?
Yeah.
They brought in, who was the quarterback they brought in a couple of years ago?
Chad Henne.
Chad Henne. Yeah, I think they'd be fine.
Yeah. Anyways.
The Bengals can't even win games with Joe Burrow.
It's because their defense is.
Exactly.
Then fine. Then I'll say Josh Allen. It's the same thing.
Marshy, who do we need to
not even
say?
close.
Marshy, who do we
It
need
is.
to
It's
say
very
to make you
close.
happy?
You don't have to say
Joe
anybody.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
I just don't want you to.
Hey, we can do the gauntlet now.
No, I just don't want you to disrespect my opinion.
I'm not disrespecting your opinion at all.
No,
I
it
just have
sounds
a
like it.
different opinion.
Marshy, quite honestly, as an outsider looking in on this conversation, I saw you kind of attack Anthony for not saying Joe Burrow. So, like, I'm just saying.
You know what?
He is the judge today. The referee.
From the outsider.
I'm going to take your opinion. I'm going to let it marinate. I'm going to listen.
Nice.
Because that's what we do, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Marshy, take my
I
opinion.
don't have to agree with you, but
let
I
it
will
marinate
listen.
inside
There you
you
go.
and tell me what you
Well,
think later.
marinate.
Don't let it marinate. Inside.
Let's get to the gauntlet next. I want to win.
We
this
are off
bet.
clock.
Opinion.
Hey, this weekend, do yourself a favor. If you are in the market for a new vehicle, or maybe you're looking at some used vehicles, you got to check out Auto Centers Nissan's It's Out of This World and Into Your Driveway event. It's going on throughout the month of August. So here's what this means. Right now, you can get 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and no payments for 3 months on 2025 Rogues, Pathfinders, and Muranos, all built here in the United States, and they're all priced with massive dealer discounts. If you're shopping used, they've got used down at at Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum as well for 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. How huge is the lineup? They've got over 1,000 vehicles all in one massive location right off I-55 in Herculaneum, Missouri. You can check them out online at autocentersnissan.com. And when you do check them out online, rest assured that the vehicles that you're looking at online will also be at their dealership in Herculaneum. So check them out. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan and autocentersnissan.com.
Warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
4:05, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome Caitlin to the Gauntlet. What's up, Caitlin?
Hi.
It's great to have you on. Appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
All right, would you like to take on then Jamie, Carey, Marsh, or me in round 1?
I'll go Jamie.
All right, Jamie Rivers.
Jamie Berry.
There you go. Jamie's going to head to the Cone of Silence right now.
Good luck, Caitlin. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Caitlin's not messing around. Caitlin doesn't want your well wishes at all. Okay, head to the Cone of Silence. All right, Caitlin, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
What are we hoping for, Caitlin? What category?
I like the random.
Okay, let's see if you get random today. Marsh has got a grin on his face that might suggest random.
It is random today.
Oh, nice. Good.
We know Jamie Barry Rivers likes random as well, though.
He certainly does.
Definitely does.
Yeah. All right, Caitlin, you're going to get 4 random questions. Thank you, Marsh. Each question is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. Question number 1. The world's largest Sitka spruce tree is located in the state of?
Options?
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. Washington, California, or Utah?
I go Washington.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Name the superstar recording artist who recently went public with his fight against Lyme disease.
Ooh. I'm going to have to go options again.
Is it Nick Jonas, Justin Bieber, or Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, Justin Timberlake. Final answer.
By the way, Caitlin, we're getting a lot of questions in the snake pit. K or C?
K.
All right. My cousin's Caitlin. She goes by. She's got K.
Oh.
Question number 3. Identify the 4th most abundant mineral in the human body, which is a cofactor in more than 300 enzyme systems that regulate biochemical reactions.
Options again?
Options are phosphorus, magnesium, or calcium.
Oh, shoot. I should know this. I'm gonna go. Calcium. Final answer.
Gator goes 4th most. Carey, you and I were just talking about the 4th most abundant mineral in the human body.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Caitlin, question number 4. Tell us the charismatic British actor best known as Loki in the Thor movie franchise.
I'm gonna go Tom Hiddleston. Final answer.
All right. Let's bring back Jamie from the Cone of Silence. Caitlin, how you feeling?
So.
Okay. All right. Jamie's plugging in his earbuds. Jamie, you were silent there in the Cone of Silence, right? Nobody was in there.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's a Friday.
Everybody's out.
They're gone. Peace out.
Of course, Mike Ryder works, I would say, 23 hours a day.
My barb is not at Mike Ryder. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. That guy works more than, even when he's not here, he's working.
Yeah.
So
23 hours a day, I estimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty close.
Doesn't sleep.
All right, Jamie.
Yeah.
Your category today. Random.
Love random.
Pack a lunch.
Okay, thank you.
Question 1.
Yeah.
The world's largest Sitka spruce tree is located in the state of
Washington. Final answer. I don't know that, but I just figure they got a lot of big trees in Washington and in southern British Columbia.
Question number 2. Name the superstar recording artist who recently went public with his fight against Lyme disease.
Oh, boy. Options, please.
Is it Justin Timberlake, Nick Jonas, or Justin Bieber?
So Nick Jonas, I believe, is a diabetic. So I don't think that would be Lyme disease. Justin Timberlake had a little bit of a falling out there. He's wired a little sideways there for a while. Justin Bieber, I don't know. I'll go Justin Bieber, final answer.
Buckle up for this one, Jamie. Identify the fourth most abundant mineral in the human body, which is a cofactor in more than 300 enzyme systems that regulate biochemical reactions.
So never mind the fourth most. Read the second part of the question, please.
It is a cofactor in more than 300 enzyme systems that regulate biochemical reactions.
Okay, so oddly enough, I don't know if it's the fourth most, so that's the key to this thing is fourth. Because just in the hospital, and I had low magnesium at one point, which is why they kept me, as part of why they kept me for an extra day. And the doctor said a few of those words that he just spit out. But again, being fourth most abundant is the key here. I don't think I'll know even if I get the options. So I'm just going to blindly say magnesium. Yeah, final answer.
Question 4. Tell us the charismatic British actor best known as Loki
Thor
in the Thor movie franchise.
Tom, was it Hiddleston? Or Middleton? Hiddleston? I think it's Hiddleston. Final answer.
What did you go with there?
It's your fault for not listening.
No,
honestly.
you said
I said
three
Middleton,
different.
Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Hiddleston.
What is your official
final answer?
I'm going by your rules, which I study
You still
nightly.
didn't listen, Carey.
I think he's confused as to which one.
I just said it again.
Did
Yes.
you not hear it?
I want a final answer.
Tom Hiddleston. Final answer.
Thank you.
God.
No. The sanctity of the gauntlet
requires that you
Thank you, Carey.
a true.
I know you've been out. I know you've been out a while.
Okay, because everything I say today, you disagree with. So just stop.
with you about everything. It's not me. It's the one-armed man.
All right.
Hiddlestrom. Damn it.
Jacob Middleton, actually.
No, don't do that to me. Now I'm really pretzeled.
Jamie versus Caitlin. Let's go over these. Tell us the charismatic British actor best known as Loki in the Thor movie franchise. You both said Tom Hiddleston. Correct answer is
Tom. Hiddleston.
Brady. Oh,
No, he would never say that. Never.
No.
Not allowed
Loki,
to. His buddy
the
Payton
greatest
would be
player
mad at him.
to ever play game football, some would say. Unless it's 2008 and your team still wins 11 games. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Neither Caitlin with the giggle. Neither of you use the options on that one.
Nice
So
job,
we have a 2-2 tie. The world's largest Sitka spruce tree is located in the state of. You both said Washington. Correct answer is.
It is Washington.
But Jamie did not use the options on that one, so now Jamie is up 4-3 on Caitlin.
Let's go magnesium.
Name the superstar recording artist who recently went public with his fight against Lyme disease. Caitlin went with Justin Timberlake. Jamie went with the Biebs. Correct answer is
Justin Timberlake.
Dang.
We're all tied up. We're all tied up.
Oh, no, it comes down to this.
It does come down to this.
No.
Identify the fourth most abundant mineral in the human body, which is a cofactor in more than 300 enzyme systems that regulate biochemical reactions. Conversation that we often have in the office here at Hubbard Radio.
I did have that conversation.
Caitlin took the options. She went with calcium. Jamie did not take the options.
And calcium.
He went with magnesium.
It's fourth abundant.
If it's magnesium, Jamie wins. If it's calcium, Caitlin wins. If it's phosphorus, we got to walk off.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Just for my own sanity, was magnesium even an option?
Caitlin.
Oh!
You have chosen poorly.
You lose. Not today.
Correct answer is
it's magnesium.
It is magnesium. Caitlin, he won on the magnesium call, and the only reason why he did is because he decided to have surgery around the time that you decided to also choose him in the
Whatever
Gauntlet.
it takes to win at the Gauntlet, Anthony. That's what we do here.
He decided to finally fix his insides, which has been a problem for a couple of decades now. And he stumbled into magnesium. So, Caitlin, I'm so sorry. Jamie beat you today in the Gauntlet.
It's all good. Good job, Jamie.
Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks for listening and playing.
Yeah,
really
great
appreciate
job,
you.
Great job. All right, take care.
Anthony?
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, do you remember Joey from the Michaelis?
Joey from
trivia?
what?
The Michaelis trivia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm his girlfriend.
Didn't Joey's father play a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wow. We're getting Joey's whole family on.
We're in the team
And
picture
our
now.
girlfriends. Well, tell Joey, we said hello, and Caitlin, it was very nice meeting you. What was it now, a year ago or so?
Uh-huh.
All right, take care, Caitlin.
Appreciate it. Good
Thanks
job.
for
That's
playing.
awesome. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
That's funny. Yeah, so I met Joey and Caitlin at Cyberg's, I think it was 2 seasons ago for the Thursday. Remember we were doing the Thursday night football remotes and things like that? Yeah. I also met Victoria there that night. Who was an awesome person. So, yeah, that was a fun night. That night, Joe Burrow got injured, Marsh. It was the Thursday night game against the Ravens, and Burrow got injured.
What did they do, make the playoffs that year?
No. They weren't going to make the playoffs without Joe Burrow.
What's your problem?
What are you
Can't win
talking
a
about?
game.
I have one point to make that lasts, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. But we have 2 segments worth of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning going back and forth on who's the best when they're both great.
It's Carey's fault.
March does bring up a good point.
It's Carey's fault.
Not my fault.
It is.
If you're that
If
great.
you would have been teammates with Tom Brady, it'd have been Tom Brady your answer. But you're teammates with Peyton. So
Possibly.
hey, Peyton's my guy.
I watched Peyton do some things,
Carey did go in the huddle
hey.
and saw Peyton, then forgot what the formation was.
I did forget.
Oh, yeah, at that point,
That
just
was
I
block.
forgot what the play
Was that preseason?
It was in practice.
Oh, it was in
Thank God.
practice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was in awe of all those folks.
You've been like Billy Bob. Why'd the quarterback get killed, Gary?
Yeah.
What happened?
Because he didn't point out the mic.
He plays for some QBs, man.
I did.
There's
I
Peyton,
had some great quarterbacks.
Big Ben, Vic.
Yeah.
Well, who's the QB in Washington?
Donovan McNabb.
Holy smokes. My word.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I know
All right.
ball.
You do know ball.
I know how to protect those guys.
Yes, you do.
And pass protection.
Yeah.
Important.
Yeah.
Extremely important.
Jamie got it.
Of course I did.
Marsh, great points, as always.
Yeah.
Does Jordan Walker's potential outweigh the ongoing headache? And what's that headache? We'll tell you next on 101 ESPN. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Jordan Walker was a talking point for BK and Ferrario earlier today when they had Oli Marmol on in the studio. And we'll get to the changes that Jordan Walker made, according to Oli Marmol, here in a second. But there was a host of the Birds on the Farm podcast, Kareem, who said Jordan Walker has shown nothing over the past 2 years to necessitate a runway. I'm not saying his story is already written as a 23-year-old, but at some point he has to perform. Even his recent hot stretch doesn't feel real. His mishits are just finding holes. Seems a little critical for a player that is still only 23, 24 years old.
I believe now.
Here's my question. Because Marsh, I wonder if you have expressed this in the past, and you have in your defense, you've said, look, I might be a little emotional about this, but you're almost sick of hearing like the Jordan Walker stuff.
Yeah, like Jordan Walker fatigue. Like, when is this going to happen? At this point, I'm almost to the conclusion of I would rather just trade him, get pitching, and not have to deal with, well, when is he going to reach a ceiling type thing? I think that impatient part of me is coming out because the team is not doing well. So that is the emotional side of me. There is the practical side of, okay, he's a young player. Let's give it some time. The Cardinals essentially are in a rebuild, whatever you want to call it. So this would be the perfect time to see what he can do. But I'm almost just kind of sick of it at this point. I'm sick of hearing about it. Like, when is it going to happen? Type thing.
BK and T-Bone also brought this up, this exact tweet up on the Redbird Report this week. So if you want to check that out, they had thoughts on it. Carey, I feel as though that you have come to Jordan Walker's defense as somebody that has not. You didn't play in baseball, but
not yet.
But you did get to the NFL level, and you know what it's like to be a young player trying just to survive in the league.
Yeah.
Do you think that we just need to settle down here, because not all success for young players is linear? It's not like they enter the league and then it's exactly 3 years of seasoning and then they come up to the big leagues and they have success. Some guys go back and forth. It takes them a while.
Yeah. I think sometimes the expectations that were placed on a player can be detrimental to that player. Like, if you're telling people he's the next great whatever and he's not that right away, then that becomes frustrating for fans. And so sometimes you just have to let a player be who he is. Is he a guy that's going to hit 30 home runs? I don't know. Probably not. But if he hits 20, is that bad? Is that if he plays, solid defense in right field and he bats 270, 280, and he hits 20 home runs and he drives in 85 runs, are you pissed off that he's not a 35, 40 home run? Like, we get in this. We also get enamored with people's stature and their size. Well, you're this size, you should be playing like this. That's not necessarily who people are always going to be. Because he's 6'5", 6'6", you want him to be Aaron Judge. Maybe that's not what he profiles to be. Maybe he profiles to be a really good fielder and a really good hitter that bats fifth or sixth in your lineup every single year, and he has a 12 to 15-year career. Are you upset about that? Maybe you are, because you have these expectations of him, but I don't know that I know what he was his rookie year. I know that they've tinkered with his swing, and trying to get him to be better, and I think he's shown consistency. He's been injured, which is not great, but I think he's shown some consistency, but he has to continue to do that, and the only way you do that is by playing. So at some point, you will get to the point where you either have to trade him or you have to play him every day. But it's really just a decision by the front office and the managers which way they want to go.
So, Oli, on with BK and Ferrario. And CD, I'm going to kind of continue what you're saying here, because, yes, the player needs opportunity. But Oli said something interesting about Jordan Walker and the process and all this stuff. Here's what he said when he was asked about Jordan Walker.
His commitment, or I would even say conviction to the process, is different. I think there was a little bit more of the back and forth of, is this really what I want to do? Am I committed to it? When you look at his work now, he's having some success, and the bat path through the zone is different. It's given him more room for error. He feels comfortable with it. He had some early success with those line drives, doubles and homers to center field. And because of it, he's bought into continuing to do this. but his relationship with Brownie has been really good. There's a commitment there, and that's what gives me hope that we're headed in the right direction, because he's not kind of in between on what he wants to do. So at the end of the day, he has to be fully committed to it and give it time to actually transfer into the game. I feel like we're headed there. So, yeah, some of the stuff under the hood, is it much different? It's different, but I do feel like we're headed in the right direction with the actual swim path.
So the word commitment came up a couple of times in there. Conviction, commitment, those words. So rumored, a little bit of a buzz around was that Jordan Walker still was a little immature regarding his commitment, regarding his process and getting into the cages and doing the extra work and going the extra mile and talking with the coaching staff, which happens, by the way, to young players in every sport. There's a moment of where you're like, okay, I need to grow up a little bit here and put in some more work. And I think that's some of what the Cardinals went through, and Jordan Walker, because at every level he's played at, he's been this physical monster that's been able to dominate. Well, you're in the majors now, and you think that what you did in high school or wherever is just the same process that you can follow in the majors. You can't, but you don't know it because you've never played in the big leagues. I remember getting to the NHL and watching guys go out on the ice like 25 minutes early. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Okay, Hero Biscuit, trying to get some extra ice time, you know? And it was guys that were like 33 years old. I'm like, what are they doing out there for 25 minutes? Because I'd never done it before.
Right.
I never had to. No one ever showed me. Then as my career went, I go, oh, yeah, I'm going to go out early, get some work done on fresh ice, rather than waiting until the end of practice where the ice is crap and trying to get some work in. So Jordan Walker, the commitment may not have been there. And he says, well, you can't figure out whether he's in or he's out. He's in or he's out. Now it looks like he's trusting the process. He's getting some good results. Yes, the underlying numbers aren't fantastic, but the overall eye test right now is better than it has been for most of the season. So let's not forget that it's still a young player that's figuring things out at the major league level.
So when I hear commitment and conviction, I don't think that means he's not committed to working. I think that means he's not committed to the process, because
I'm matching it up with what people have said.
I don't, and I've heard people say that he works his butt off. He works his butt off every single day. But so for me, the commitment, not necessarily the commitment to work, but the commitment to stick with the work that is being done, because you know, like I know, if you are accustomed to being extremely successful and for whatever reason this new thing isn't working well, your natural inclination is to go back to what has worked for you in the past. It's to go back to the way that you've had success. Now you're playing against guys who everyone is in the majors. Not some of the guys are going to be in the majors. Some of the guys are never going to play baseball again. Everyone is in the major leagues. So now it's a difference. So your commitment and conviction to what they're telling you has to change. And you have to be sold on this is the way that is going to help you be successful at this level. I don't ever think it's a commitment to work, because most people don't make it to this level without a certain level of commitment to the work and going through that process. So for me, when I heard that, it sounds like just a commitment to actually doing what needs to be done over and over and over again. Even if you're not having success now, eventually the success will come, but you have to stick with it. You have to be convicted in what we're telling you to do. Trust us. Don't trust what you've been doing. Trust us. And that is a scary thing as well. I have to trust someone that I've been doing it this way my entire life, my entire career. And now you're telling me to change this and trust that it's going to work. And the moment it doesn't work, I get frustrated. I'm like, I don't want to listen to this guy. I don't want to do that. But now I have to be convicted and committed to what he's telling me to do that every single day and trust that it's going to eventually work for me.
Well, yeah, because we I mean, if we're being fair here, if people had an issue with sending Jordan Walker down after he got the 18 hits on 18 ground balls and the whole launch angle thing got brought up and everybody got their underwear in a bunch over it, they sent him down to Memphis. He then said, yeah, I'm just going to do what brought me here. Cool, Jordan. Then he came back up and he struggled so much they had to send him down for most of the year last year. Then they gave him another shot, comes back up, he gets hurt, he's in and out of the lineup, he's not overperforming, and he's still swinging at the same damn pitch that he had issues with 3 years ago. So it's both of them now, right? So you can't just say, well, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do what brought me here. Well, that's not working now. Mm-hmm. So there's got to be some collaboration between coaching, organization, and the player for this thing to happen, right?
Yeah, we have people texting in, and to my point, saying, Nick, you don't trade a 23-year-old. Completely understand that. I said my thought process came from like an emotional state where the Jordan Walker fatigue for me is a real thing because of all these things you just highlighted. If this guy wasn't a first-round draft pick, he wouldn't be playing on this team. We had the conversation earlier. If you play well, you're in the lineup. He's playing better. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like we're having these conversations. It seems like year after year, like when is this guy going to figure it out? And we keep saying if. There's a chance he may never figure it out, or he could figure it out. Hell, he could figure it out in a month. And all of a sudden he's just hitting the you-know-what out of the ball. I don't know. But that emotional side of me is like, dude, I'm sick and tired of hearing about this because there's dudes already out there that are playing well, and they're earning their spot.
Who?
Well, you bring up like an Alec Burleson.
Yeah, he is, but who else? Like we said that about. We just had the conversation. You got 3 guys. You still trying to figure out who's going to be where. And if I'm the Cardinals, I'm probably going to bet on the younger, more talented guy. Lars Nootbaar is a little bit older. Nolan Gorman is a little bit older as well. Not much, a couple of years, but. If I'm going to bank or bet on one of those guys to be the guy, I'm going to say, well, hell, I'm going to wait and see if Jordan Walker is that one.
And I understand that. I understand that.
If you got 2 other guys that are in the same boat, essentially, I think you're gonna wait on the younger, more talented guy that you drafted and evaluated and feel that he was more talented than those 2 other guys. That would be my opinion. And to the other point, like, if he isn't working, Jamie, if he was being lazy, then you should trade him. You should move on. You shouldn't coddle him, and you shouldn't kiss his ass. If he isn't working, if he doesn't want to put in the work, if he's not a person that is committed to the work, then you should get rid of him because that doesn't change. People that don't work hard don't begin to wake up one day and say, damn it, you know what? I need to work harder. They are lazy, and they are going to continue to be lazy. So if that was the case, then you should get rid of them. But I don't personally think that that's the case. I just think it's the commitment and the conviction on what exactly is being done and how do I stay committed to that work. That's just my opinion. I don't think I'm firm. I don't give a damn who they are. You cannot change a lazy person, no matter how talented they are, no matter how much skill they have. If they don't want to work and they're not willing to fight for what needs to be done,
Carey, if they don't
change.
know any better, they can't do better.
Who doesn't know any better?
I'm just going to be honest with you. When I first came into the NHL, I didn't do the extra work. Does that make me a lazy guy?
You were lazy when you were a rookie. If that's the case, then yes.
I wasn't lazy. I didn't know. I just told you guys. I didn't know what guys were doing.
I think what you're saying is different. Like the extra time.
Yeah.
We're not talking about extra work.
That's what I'm talking about. But overall, that's what I'm talking about with Jordan Walker.
But we're not talking about extra work. You're talking about extra work. We're talking about staying after practice or starting practice early. You're not talking about the drills that your coaches are implementing and telling you, hey,
in those I
you
went
need
100
to do
miles an hour.
100%. So that's not lazy.
Yeah.
That's somebody that is learning. You're a younger player. If you're saying that he's not working while they're teaching him or doesn't want to, then that is lazy as F. And that's not a person that is going to change. Being a younger player and learning how to do the extra work comes with being around a vet. And a guy saying, hey, Rook, you need to do this more. This is how you get better. Get some more swings in. But if a coach has to pull you in there to make you work, then you are lazy as hell. And you don't want to work, and you're not going to get better. And to me, those are 2 different players. Mm-hmm. So you weren't lazy as a rookie or a younger player. You just didn't know how much more work was required.
Sure.
But if you were actually at practice and you're like, I ain't doing that. I don't want to do that.
A lot of the work for baseball is voluntary cage work, voluntary tee work, voluntary soft toss. Like, a lot of that is elective.
If he's not working in the areas of like that to me is extra. When
I agree, but that's what I was talking about overall.
When you are with the coach, and he said him and Brownie have a great relationship, Brant Brown.
They do now.
So that means they are working together.
Yeah.
Trying to get it figured out.
Yeah.
I think my frustration, we say, oh, the age. I look at Mason Wynn, same age as Jordan Walker. We're talking about that dude being a part of your core. I think that's where the frustration is. Because this team is not playing well, I think it'd be different if the team had been playing well and Jordan Walker is going through his struggles and going through this developmental process. I can be I would be able to stomach it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just not the case when these two players are the same age and one guy is being considered a part of your core, and we have massive question marks on the other guy who was drafted higher than Mason Wynn.
But I don't think that's
I know
that's not a fair comparison because every player goes at their own level. Like you're not. It's not a one size fits all. It just isn't.
I understand
each player is different, and that may be frustrating.
And that's why I said this is my emotional response to the Jordan Walker fatigue. I understand where you're coming from, and I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think I'm just looking at it from two different perspectives.
I think we can all agree this is Mo's fault.
Absolutely, Anthony.
All right.
Well said.
Hope that guy goes soon.
It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. I stumbled upon a couple of these articles that have highlighted the way that college football is hiring former players. I want to get Carey's perspective on this because somebody that Carey, went through the high school ranks and when it comes to coaching, the universities love that Eddie George and Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson are being hired, obviously for the fame and the notoriety. I mean, that doesn't mean everybody's happy about it. That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals take on the Cubs tonight. Michael McGreevy on the mound. He'll go up against Matthew Boyd. First pitch tonight at Busch Stadium is at 7:15. We have a coaching segment for Carey coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
I almost pitched this idea to Carey last week after I read an article at The Ringer discussing Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson. And for those that don't know, Michael Vick is the head coach at Norfolk State, and Deshaun Jackson is now the head coach at Delaware State. Eddie George was hired by Bowling Green after he had some success at Tennessee State. So it's kind of the Dion model, right? You know, hire a former NFL player, get some notoriety, and bring in, you know, some of the younger athletes to the school. Seems like a great idea.
I think Ed Reed was hired at one point as well.
He was, yeah.
Bethune-Cookman, and he left there pretty quickly.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was complaining a lot about the resources and things like that. Anyways, not everybody's happy about this. There are a fair amount.
Who? Anthony?
Well, there are a fair amount of coaches that are still either assistants or coordinators at other spots that have been coaching for a lot longer than, Vic and Deshaun Jackson and whoever, that are like, hey, they didn't spend the time working their way up. They got hired because of the name. And now people are upset. And the reason why, obviously, I wanted to talk to Carey about this is because, Carey, you coached high school. If you had aspirations to go even higher and join a college staff, and maybe you still do, I don't know. We hope that you stay right here in the fast lane with us knuckleheads. But, would you have an issue with this? Or would you just understand it for what it is?
I think it's awesome. I think it is. So there are some people who, as you said, are very frustrated about it because they feel like the time hasn't been put in. And some of these coaches have been coaching as an assistant coach or a wide receiver coach or a running back coach or an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator for years and haven't had that opportunity to move up. And they feel like it's special treatment for certain players. Well, and they think, and this is what I'm sure, that they think that they know more than some of those players that are coaching now. Well, I would push back and say some of those players have what we call on-the-job training. Like, they may not have coached in the sense of being on the sideline, calling plays, telling players how to line up in practice and all of these things. But when you are a player, some players, not all, because some players that play can't coach and they're not able to lead people or show them or explain to them in a way. But some of these guys have an ability to really know the game and teach the game because they played the game and they understand the game in a way that some people that didn't play don't. And I think I'm sure it's frustrating for those gentlemen that feel like they are being left behind or not given a good look or a fair shot. But so what? There are some people that, and I say this all the time, if every former player decided that they wanted to coach, there would be a lot of men in football that have nothing to do. Because some of those players, some of us players that understand the game at a high level, there have been times where I'm teaching the coach what's going on. Because there are certain intricate parts that you don't understand because I know good and damn well you ain't never had to block this damn defensive end that is squeezing on power, and I'm telling you, your neck is going to hurt. That's not something you can tell me if you've never done it.
Sure.
Like, you can't tell me. You can tell me, hey, you need to do this. You can show me, but you can't tell me, hey, let me just fair warning. It's going to hurt like hell, but you still got to get it done, right? And so that to me is a difference from people that have actually been in those situations versus guys that haven't. And I'm not saying you don't have to have played in the NFL to coach in the NFL. Like, I think Sean McVay is a hell of a coach. I think Andy Reid is he's going to be a Hall of Fame coach. You don't have to have spent time in an NFL huddle to lead players in the NFL. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that if you played in the NFL and you have experience and you're capable of doing it, I don't necessarily think you need to start at a school, coaching, being a qualified assistant, a quality assistant, and work your way up because you obviously know more. Deion is a prime example. He's the head coach, but he also just hired Marshall Faulk. He also just hired Warren Sapp. You telling me you think you know a running back that knows more than Marshall Faulk? Probably not.
Yeah.
I've sat and talked to the man. He knows his damn stuff. Warren Sapp is a Hall of Fame defensive lineman. I guarantee you he can show something that a defensive line coach that is not a Hall of Fame coach that they don't know. So you have to allow, that space for those players. And I'm sure it does piss off some college football coaches, some NFL coaches because they feel like they're not getting their fair shot. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is.
But if you didn't play, then you do have to climb the ladder. You do. I mean, it's like me in my career, my path in radio. Like former, you guys are former athletes. You have an opportunity because of your experience on a sports radio show to step in and say, "Hey, this is what I bring to the table." You guys don't have to carry the equipment through homeless people in Detroit at 1 a.m. in the morning.
We would, though.
You would, because you guys are grinders.
Yeah.
But I do, and I should. I started as a street teamer in Detroit in 2005, and every year or so, after giving my time to trying to learn the board, understand it, learn the intricacies of running a board, then go to a producer's spot, then go to whatever, and then if I'm lucky,
right,
and I mean lucky, and there's enough open opportunities to be on air, if I get my shot, I can't miss,
right,
Eminem style. Mm-hmm. So but I should have to do that. I didn't play in the NHL. Mm-hmm. I didn't play and win a Super Bowl in the NFL. You guys have knowledge that I will never have and experience. So my point is, if there's a coach that's upset about this but never played at that level, then yeah, you got to be a quality assistant, and you have to then go up to the next rung and the next rung and not get paid well. Mm-hmm. And I had buddies that were like, I want to do what you do. Cool, you're going to make $5.25 for probably 4 or 5 years. You cool with that? Oh hell no, I'm not doing that. Okay, well I did, and I also repoed cars in Detroit.
Right,
do you want to do this or not? Mm-hmm. It's not. There's no free passes, man. And for you guys, there was no free passes. You played the NHL. You died on damn ice in Croatia. You're qualified to talk hockey. You had to block Ray Lewis. You're qualified to talk football.
Right.
Come on in. We don't all have the same starting spots.
Right.
So I'm with you, Carey, on your breakdown of that. All right. We got Blues Cues coming up next. Speaking of Jamie, we got Blues Cues. If you got Blues-related questions, send them into the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646.
It's time for the Fast Lane's Blues Cues.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time for some Blues Cues. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. I say Blues Clues or Cues? I meant Cues. Questions. Blues questions. Marshy, fire away.
Blues Clues. That was probably the OG Bluey, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, Carey, remember last week you asked me, like, what are the kids watching, this and the other thing?
Yeah.
I completely forgot. Bluey is a...
Bluey?
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Nope. It's a show. It's a show, cartoon.
That's what I meant.
Very wholesome. About a family of puppy dogs.
You lent it to me, Anthony. I even rewound it for you.
It's not. It's not a movie.
Right to the spot where you started.
I set the counter.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even know I watched.
One, I appreciated that. Not everybody does that. But two, Bluey. It's a great show.
Because my dad had a favorite couple movies.
You had to go right back to that same spot. Did not want to go.
Marshall, that's the first question.
I'll just keep the feet moving.
When does Jordan Cairo get traded?
What?
Who? Jordan Cairo, when does he get traded?
Never.
Okay. That was the first question. Go ahead, Marsh. Take it away.
All right, from the 573, what's the possibility that the team has an award-winning player on the roster this upcoming season?
Oh, wow. Let's see here. I think Robert Thomas, I don't think he's an award winner, but I think he could be mentioned in the Selke discussion next year with a full season under his belt, especially if he makes the Canadian Olympic team. Although that tournament, the Olympics, does nothing for his NHL stats, it does bring a lot of eyeballs to a player who plays a very solid two-way game. Jimmy Snuggerud, outside chance at the Calder. It wasn't an extremely strong draft class this last year, so that it's not like there's one player that's going to come out and just shove as an 18-year-old. There could be some other college free agents and young kids, but Jimmy Snuggerud, to me, if he plays like we think he can, could be a Calder Trophy candidate. If the Blues play defense like they did the last quarter of the season, Jordan Binnington might be in a Vezina conversation. The Masterton Trophy could be something for Hofer and Binnington as far as the least goals against in the NHL. These are the possibilities.
Can I give you one?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'd love you to.
Jack Adams.
Yes.
He's not a player. But
Monty could definitely. I thought Monty should have got more votes for Coach of the Year last year. But then they said something about, well, he got fired from one team, so it's hard to make him the best coach. Really? He took a team that was nowhere near the playoffs.
No, but the point that I often make is that Boston went on to win the Cup, so it's kind of like it doesn't help.
They went the other way, Anthony.
Yeah,
What?
they
didn't play well.
No, what I'm saying is the Bruins, after they fired Montgomery, had this unbelievable run, which takes out some of the. It takes away some of the luster of Jim Montgomery.
They went on a run, all right, Anthony.
They
run
did.
of L's. Yeah.
They ran in their pants.
Yeah. We've been doing this for the NFL divisional previews. We get a question from the 314. What is a realistic expectation in terms
Cup?
Or bust.
Anthony.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
My bad.
His bad.
Realistic expectations in terms of worst case scenario, best case scenario for
what?
for the Blues.
Like standings, playoffs, like.
Well, that's for you to decide.
Okay. I think best case scenario, they finish top 3 in their division, so it's not a wild card team. Worst case scenario, they miss the playoffs. Because Minnesota's going to be stronger. Utah got better. Who knows if Nashville figures their crap out. Colorado's strong. Dallas is strong. Winnipeg is strong. It's a tough division. The Central Division is the strongest division in all of hockey. So, best case scenario, they're a playoff team without worry as far as a wild card status. Worst case scenario is they narrowly miss the playoffs, even though they have 96 or 97 points.
From the 636, who is your sleeper player this season for the Blues?
Ooh, sleeper player, Logan Mailloux. I'm going to say that he's not relatively unknown. He's pretty much completely unknown to Blues fans. And I just think that he's going to have a real good season. And as far as out of nowhere, completely, it's tough to say, Dylan Holloway, because we expect him to have a good year. So for people to understand the question, it's not like who's going to be the best player. It's who do we think can do something that we didn't think. And for me, that's Logan Mailloux.
From the 314, do you expect the Blues to start the season the way they ended this previous season?
I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Like, they know what it takes. The group of players that's coming back, I mean, you've got Bukestad and Suter and Mailloux are the new additions. I think that's all they have for new additions. Yes. So the rest of the team knows exactly what they had to do in order to win those games. They know the style of play. They know how tenacious they have to be, how stingy defensively, how swarming they have to be on the forecheck. I don't see any reason why they can't start the season. Now, are they going to go on a 14-game heater to start the season? Probably not. But is there any reason why they shouldn't be in the top of the division after 20 games? No, there's no reason they shouldn't be.
That's Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Anthony Stalter, Andrew Marsh. Question of the day, biggest question of the day. Which player would you want most? Which player would you most want, to have a great last 2 months of the season for the Cardinals? Now, Marsh, you had a deep, deep tease for us earlier in the show.
Sure did.
Yeah. Are you about to pay that sucker off?
No, we already did it with Jordan Walker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthony,
did you mention the top? Did you mention that as a deep tease again?
No, he didn't.
Like, hey, I'm going to pay this tease off?
No, I didn't, Anthony. I did not do that. I thought it was assumed when I said earlier in the show that I would trade somebody, and then I mentioned it again when we talked about Jordan Walker that I would potentially entertain the idea of trading Jordan Walker. I thought maybe that you would pick up.
You know what assumptions mean?
Well, that makes an ass out of you and me.
Correct.
Anthony. But that's okay because apparently me and you are
very connected, according to one.
Yeah, according to one texter from yesterday.
Yeah, one
and
texter.
Actually, we got a text yesterday that is the biggest question. So a different texter though.
A much different texture.
Yeah.
The previous texture, a little immature, if I could say so myself.
Yeah.
All right, biggest question of the day next on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking to sell your home here in the St. Louis area, the market is confusing at times. And with the interest rates and things like that, like it can be up and down and all around. You don't want to just trust anybody to sell your home. You want to trust the best. And that's Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. It says it right there in her name, the guaranteed part. Gloria Liu is going to sell your home for the most money possible, and she's going to do it quickly. And she's going to sell your home for 100% of the market value, or she will pay you the difference. That's how confident she is that she can sell your home. She's confident because she has over 24,000 buyers in waiting. So even though not all 24,000 would be in line for your home, there is a big part of that are. So your home, the day it is listed, could be sold immediately, and again, for the most money possible. And all you have to do for that great service and to sell your home quickly is call my friend Gloria Liu. Tell her that Jamie Rivers sent you in, please. Her number's 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. You can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. And as always, Gloria and the seller must agree upon the sales price and possession date.
biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
All right, time for the biggest question of the day. By the way, Jamie had to get out early for a doctor's appointment, so he gone. We'll be back on Monday. Biggest question of the day: which player would you most want to have a great 2 months of the season for the Cardinals? Now, Marsh, we're not liars here in the fast lane.
No,
we're always honest.
Mm-hmm.
So we will fully admit that we got this from the 314, correct?
Yes. So yesterday during our Sports Six Pack, the 314 typed this question in, sent it to the Air Comfort Service text line. However, we had 6 questions already. Sometimes we get the 6 questions. Sometimes we spend a full segment arguing about Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and never really come to a conclusion.
Yep.
However, I saved this one because I thought it was a good question that I wanted you two to answer. So, yeah, the question is, which player would you most want to have a great last 2 months of the season for the Cardinals? And this player can be someone establishing themselves as a core player or someone increasing trade value for the offseason.
Yeah, this is a layup. I do want to note one thing. Jobo's Jockstrap says doctor's appointment on Friday. Nicely done, Jamie. We agree. Sounded a little fishy, but, it's Jamie, so you got to let him kind of do what he wants to do. Lars Taylor Tatsui Newbar. I want him to go on an absolute fast lane tear.
So he can be your starting left fielder every day next year.
If you're saying as you're the Dodgers, then yes.
No, he's going to be here if he does that. Anthony.
I want him to tear the cover off the fast lane ball every fast lane night, except for tonight, he's not in the lineup. Mm-hmm. But every fast lane night from now until the end of the season, so that the Cardinals can say, you know what? We're going to trade you for a starting pitcher. He gone.
I hope Marshy says who I want him to say so I can say who I want to say, and we have the same issue.
I have a different person in mind, actually.
Well, we know who you want. You want Jordan Walker to go off so you could trade him.
No.
Oh.
I have a different player in mind.
You know what assuming means? Yeah.
Mason means
Mason Wynn?
No. I want to see Michael McGreevy dominate faces. I want to know, hey, this guy is going to be a dude in 2026. Like, we've seen it a little bit, but then we've also seen some outings where he hasn't looked all that great. But if he can have a great 2 months of the rest of the regular season, I can feel confident that you can slot that guy in as like a number 2 in your rotation next season.
A number 2?
Who else is going to take that over?
McGreevy? Liberatore?
Maybe, yeah.
Marshy just ruined my whole plan here.
Yeah, did you go McGreevy too?
He ruined my plan. He's supposed to go. Who are you supposed to go, Marshy?
Jordan Walker.
No, you're supposed to go Nolan Gorman.
Well, I didn't know that.
So I could go Jordan Walker, and then we could come together and not have anything accomplished again.
Well, honestly, I kind of have Nolan Gorman fatigue too. I know I made that segment about Jordan Walker. Honestly, I have some Nolan Gorman fatigue as well. Honestly, and you know what? Anthony said something great in the break.
Thank you. What was it?
I forgot. No, I'm kidding. You said, you know what, Marsh? I have Cardinals fatigue. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I think that's a.
hey, brother.
I think we can all agree on that.
I'm a doctor. Right? I'm basically giving that diagnosis out to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
Yeah,
I am. I'm tapped out with the Cardinals. I told you all that earlier this week. Yeah. We watch. We have to, and sometimes we want to, but it's hard, man. It's hard to watch. And for me, it's Jordan Walker. Go be a baller, man. Go do your thing. I would love to see that. I would love to see him have great success so people can stop being tired of waiting and hearing how great he's supposed to be. Because he never said that, as far as I can tell. I don't think
maybe that's the problem.
I've never heard Jordan Walker say, I'm the next, put in your favorite Cardinal of all time. Mm-hmm. I'm him, ×2. But somehow, people believe that he said that or that it's been said, and that's what the expectation is. And, so we wait, Anthony. We wait. All of us.
Honestly, I'm kind of tired of waiting.
Well, get over it.
I don't like some of the negativity coming out of the snake pit.
What?
Especially on a Friday. I said, let's hope that Lars Taylor Tetsui Newbar starts to go just ham sauce on the league so that the Cardinals can deal him for some pitching. And Willie says, and I love Willie, but he says if he goes on a tear, they'll keep him.
That's what I said.
Gen X said, and I ignored you. Gen X says, no, they will never get rid of him. And then Willie comes back and supports his Illini brethren, and he says, I'm with CD on this one.
Bark Hog had an interesting comment as well.
What'd he say?
Yes, up there.
Okay.
You know what? Pete
you should find it.
From the Air Comfort Service text line is saying, we're going to make the playoffs. I know that you guys don't see it, and that's okay, but we will make the playoffs. Stay off the bandwagon. See, Pete, you're not listening.
Pete, you're not listening at all.
Pete, it's early. It is 5 o'clock. What did Pete say? We're going to make the who?
Pete, you can't hear every second of the show, and I get that. But Marsh and I were targeted yesterday by a very ticked-off listener because we said, and I quote, why not us? And that was in relation to the Cardinals making a deep run here and making the playoffs after taking 2 of 3 from, and I quote myself, the overrated Dodgers. And we got a text message targeted at Marsh and I.
Very disturbing.
It was very disturbing and very graphic.
Telling to take the Cardinals out of our mouth.
Well, it wasn't the Cardinals.
It was something else.
So, Pete Stragan, I got to tell you, you're not listening to the whole show.
Honestly, we had this conversation last Friday.
Thank you.
Before they took on the Padres.
Yep.
We said the same thing. We hyped up all the players, and we were telling everybody, why not us?
Yeah.
You know?
I think you all, it starts now, Anthony. This series here is what?
It's the biggest series of the year.
The most important series of the year.
You get it. You get it. You got
it really is.
It really is.
Yadi is going to be in the dugout tonight.
Is he playing?
Probably.
Is he catching? Should he catch? It's a real question. Let's have a real serious moment here. Would you rather have Yadi catching for this team right now?
Yeah, of course.
Sight unseen in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't seen him. You don't know what he's looking. You don't know how good his knees are. If he's
it's Yadier Molina. Yeah.
So, yes.
It's Albert all the way. Okay. Yes, of course I'm putting Yadi back there. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, that's not happening.
Willie says,
my beard again.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You know what the best thing about Yadi coming back is that now when we look at statistics, instead of looking at the entire season, we can just go back to the date that Yadi showed up at Busch Stadium, and then we'll just use all the statistics from that point on to judge every single player for 2025. Like we did last year when Oli got thrown out of the game on, what was it, Mother's Day?
Yep.
We didn't look at any other statistics other than that date. And this is the date that we're going to use.
Yeah, I'm Cardinal fatigued out too.
Carey, stop. Willie says, your guy Willie asked a very important question in the snake pit. Guys, what do we do if they sweep the Cubs? Real talk.
Then it's time. Because that will be, 4 in a row? 5 in a row? Oh, four in a row?
Two series in a row.
2 series in a row. It's time. We can put on the conductor hat.
No.
We can put on the red glasses. We can do everything.
We're not trying to derail their season, Carey.
The conductor, if you're the conductor, you keep it on the tracks, Marshy. What the hell are you talking about?
This is what we do.
That's one person that, took it off track.
I'll tell you exactly what we do. We put our heads down and we keep working. We keep believing and we keep yelling out to the streets, why not us?
Yeah.
We put our head down, we go to work,
Marshy,
and we keep telling all the people, and one by one, people will show up at Busch Stadium. One by one.
Marsh, I never told you this. That was our slogan one year at Illinois.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, look where they're at now. They're number 12 in the nation.
No. Marsh.
It took 25 years to get to.
Well, it's going to take 25 days. 25 days.
That was our slogan. Why not us? Had a banner, hit the sign when you came out the tunnel.
That's awesome.
Why not us?
That's good.
You guys had a great year.
We did not, actually.
Carey, stop lying to everybody. We just told everybody here that this show does not lie to people.
Hey, I wouldn't lie to you. It's probably 2002.
Eddie Money 100 says, Anthony, you went off on me the other day and said I criticize you too much. I will accept your apology.
Tell him you're sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me read Patrick's email.
You didn't finish.
I don't think I've ever said to anybody that you criticize me too much, including Patrick H., who wrote me on Saturday, March 1st. I've switched to redacted. This may be the worst show I've ever heard. They don't back any of their thoughts up with stats or facts. You haven't a 10-year listener. And I read that sentence correctly. Just horrendous, especially cocky, fat A Stalter.
Patrick we hope
H.
you're still listening.
Well, clearly he's not.
Nah, he's still listening.
He sent an email.
They always come back.
No, he sent an email.
They come back.
That means he's serious.
So
like,
Eddie
it's like
Money,
checking in on your ex.
Eddie Money, I apologize. I don't know if I ever said that, but I've apologized for things that I've never
Eddie
said
Money,
before.
I'm sorry.
No, Carey, don't do that.
Nah, I am.
Yeah.
How'd you feel that way? This is damn fast lane. Nobody's safe.
No.
Eddie Money, we don't give a damn.
No, I'm not safe. You want me to read Patrick's email one more time and tell you I'm not safe?
Nah.
Especially cocky, fat A Stalter.
Yeah.
I've been called a lot of things. I don't think I've ever been called fat. But according to Patrick, I am. Could
great,
I lose
Anthony.
a couple of pounds? Sure, maybe. Yeah, but Eddie, I apologize. So, LO, he got mad at me because I said Mason Wynn was overrated. I asked you what the criteria was. I think that was a pretty fair question. And then you said I was being sensitive. I think that was the whole thing. So, all right. Okay. Think we did it. So we all agree it's got to be Newt, right? No. Okay. Has the Chiefs' dynasty come to an end? Ooh. Sure, Carey will say yes. That's next on 101 ESPN.
I think Kansas City, the dynasty part is over. They may win a Super Bowl, but I think their division's too good to be a dynasty. And I'll give you an example. When Nick Saban was at Alabama, LSU couldn't get the right coach. Auburn couldn't get the right coach. Ole Miss couldn't get the right coach for most of it. Tennessee couldn't get the right coach, and he dominated. But then Georgia got Kirby Smart, and then Texas came in with Sark, and Nick Saban didn't look as dominating.
So it was Colin Cowherd on the Herd. I believe it was yesterday that he was having the conversation about dynasties, and he had a full breakdown of how dynasties are difficult, and he had different scenarios or different examples. One of them was Alabama. He didn't bring up the Patriots dynasty, although maybe he did. He was talking about the fact that the AFC East was so winnable that the Patriots were able to set themselves up properly because of the home field advantage in the playoffs.
He does bring that up. That's about a 3-minute clip, so if you want to go watch the Herd or whatever.
You know, whether you agree with Cowherd's takes or not, he always gives you something that's interesting. Carey, what did you think about the comment about the Chiefs dynasty likely being over? His main reason is because the division is more difficult.
I'm trying to figure out who's Kirby Smart. Is it Pete Carroll or is it Jim Harbaugh or Sean Payton?
I guess. Well, I mean, all of them have either won a Super Bowl or been to a Super Bowl. Sean Payton won one. Pete Carroll won one.
Jim
been to two. Harbaugh's been to one. Almost won that one.
I don't know. I think I told you this maybe weeks ago. This is still, obviously, we don't know what's going on with Rashee Rice. I know he's healthy, but I don't know in terms of if he's going to have to deal with any suspensions for that car accident from a year ago. I think the Chiefs are going to be much better this year than they were last year, and that team went to the Super Bowl. So the notion that the window is closing or the dynasty run is over, I think is absolutely absurd. Yes, their division is better. I don't think the Raiders are that much better than they have been over the past couple of years. I think they got an upgrade at quarterback and maybe at coach as well. I don't know if Antonio Pierce was what they actually – I think Antonio did a fine job, but I obviously they wanted to go in a different direction with Pete Carroll. I think Jim Harbaugh is a professional coach. I think he understands football in a way that allows he coaches his team like they are a playoff team, meaning they are built for the playoffs because they're going to run the football. I'm not sold completely on Bo Nix. I think you are, but I'm not completely sold on Bo Nix. I don't know.
I think,
and I know they went to the playoffs last year, but I'm not.
I don't know if I'm completely sold on him, but I think to your point, I'm probably higher on him than you are.
Yeah. So I still think this is the Chiefs' division to win. I don't think that there's a team. You know, I think they're still a 10 to 12 win team at bare minimum, and I think that they are going to be again better than they were last year. And that team won the AFC and made it to the Super Bowl. That team last year, I didn't think was that good. I thought that they won some close games. They won a bunch of games by one possession. They had some things go right. You block a field goal, you get an interception called against you, you get a toe out of bounds. Like you won 3 or 4 games and maybe more by one possession, which could literally have gone either way, and you could have been a team that was playing on the road throughout the entire playoffs and not having those opportunities. So for me, I think they are a good team. I think they're a better team this year than they were last year.
Well, I think two things. I think multiple things can be true. One, the division is better. There's really no question about it. The coaching in that division is outstanding. A lot of the coordinators are really good too. I mean, Steve Spagnuolo. I know that Chip Kelly didn't have the best run at the NFL level and did what he could at UCLA, but there was restrictions there. But as an OC, won a national championship last season with Ohio State. Won't have the same talent, obviously, with the Raiders, but nevertheless, he's somebody that has built offenses before, and he's a skilled play caller. So I think the division is improved, period. But didn't we just see the Chiefs a couple of years ago have to go on the road and win it all?
Yep.
Every time we knock the Chiefs for something, they win. You don't have Tyreek Hill. Good luck winning this. Oh, my God, they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
You have to go to Baltimore in the AFC Championship. Good luck with that. Won the Super Bowl. They have overcome things before. The two things that they couldn't overcome, and really I thought they were connected. One, they couldn't overcome Tom Brady and Tampa's front seven, and they couldn't overcome the best roster in football, which included an outstanding defensive line last year with the Eagles.
Their front seven.
Their front seven. Their offensive line was completely under siege in both of those Super Bowls. Yeah. Other than that, Kansas City and the Chiefs continue to just win regardless of most situations. And as long as they have Reed and Mahomes, that dynasty, I think, will at least be in play.
Yeah, I'm confused by. I mean, I think Colin Cowherd does a great job. I know he knows what he's talking about and what his opinions are his opinions. But for me, I truly think this team is going to be better this year than they were last year. And for that team to make that statement, that team went 15-2. They lost to the Bills on the road, and then they lost the last game of the year, which they didn't play any of their starters. They didn't care.
To Joe Burrow and the Bengals' dismay.
Well, yeah, correct. They needed to get in.
Well, to his point, I don't think he's necessarily saying that they would lose that they wouldn't be good this season, because he said they could still win a Super Bowl.
He thinks the dynasty is over
the dynasty
because of the division.
Yeah, that could mean that the division itself within the next 2 to 3 years will be so good that now the dynasty will come to a close. But that doesn't mean that this season they can't win a Super Bowl.
No, yeah, I get his point. My point is they've overcome much bigger things than just their defense was not good in 2019, halfway through the year, and they managed to overcome that. I'm just saying the Chiefs continue to overcome whatever it is. They have overcome it to either get into the Super Bowl or win the damn thing, and all we keep doing is, not this year, and we keep coming up with something. His point is well made. The Patriots, I used to say this all the time, if it was a 25-level video game, the Patriots, every time they started the year, they started on a level 11. They had to skip all of it just by playing in the AFC East. So I think Cowherd's point is well made. The division is better. It's going to be tougher. But this team is incredibly battle-tested, and they've proven it damn near every year with Reed and Mahomes. That's my point.
Yeah.
But I understand what he's saying. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Beat the Streak and Bet the Board is next.
Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals invite the Chicago Cubs to Busch Stadium this weekend. Game 1 of this series starts at 7:15 tonight. First pitch, Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Cardinals. Matthew Boyd on the mound for the Cubs. Yadier Molina will be at Busch Stadium. He'll be in the dugout this weekend. We talked about that earlier in the show. If you missed that conversation or literally anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you will find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs. All of my successes depend on me.
You ready to hit?
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Time to play Beat the Streak here in the Fast Lane. Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, Anthony Stalter. Our guy Chuck couldn't make it, right?
Yeah, so Chuck actually sent us a text earlier today at 8:03 a.m. Attention, Fast Lane. My name is Chuck. I picked correctly on Wednesday. Beat the Streak.
Bragger.
I'm on a float trip in the middle of nowhere for my buddy's birthday, so may not have service when the lineup comes out. Here are my picks in order.
Okay, so he's
not up first, so
all right,
we're not gonna. Yeah.
Who is up first?
So let's take a look at this. It looks like Carey, who has a streak of 4, is up first. I'll be second. I have a streak of 3. Chuck will be third. He has a streak of 1. Jamie, who picked Andy Pajes, has a streak of 1.
It's a good pick.
And Anthony, you are at 0.
I'm stumbling a little bit after my streak.
Give me Pete Crow Armstrong.
You know what? I've been
with Yachty in the dugout. You're gonna go.
He calling the game?
A flub. Really?
It's a Cub.
Not to me. It's not.
Baby Bear.
So
Baby back.
Baby back bear.
Baby back. It's a big ass robot.
It's the second time we've done that.
So my streak of 3 has been comprised of all Cardinal opponents.
How could you?
But I can't do it tonight, Anthony. I won't do it. The closest thing I could do is picking a former Cub, so give me Wilson Contreras.
Wow. All right. Who's next?
That would be Chuck.
Okay.
Chuck literally has 5 picks, and 4 of them are Cubs. Kyle Tucker is his first pick, so he will get Kyle Tucker.
Okay. All righty. Give me Brendan Donovan, please. I got him for a home run tonight, too.
Oh, BD.
I am all about the Doninator tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, from Beat the Streak.
Who's Jamie picking?
Oh, yeah. Who's Jamie picking?
Is it Hampson?
No. It's probably Victor Scott II.
Well, he's not in the lineup.
He's not in the lineup.
But Hampson is. He picked Hampson a few times for the home run derby game.
That's true.
Oh, Hampson.
Good call.
Michael Hampson. Michael Garrett Hampson.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just Garrett Hampson.
Michael Hampson.
Yep.
His middle name's Garrett.
There we go. Now we can do Bet the Board. All righty. Who was it? Marsh? Was it you that were the only one that got a point last night?
Yes, I had the Eagles over 14.5 points. So I was the only one that ended up scoring a point last night and Bet the Board.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks,
Bragger.
Anthony. But you're still up first.
All right, boys. I'm going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays over 4.5 runs tonight against Carey's Dodgers. Blue Jays over 4.5 runs tonight. Did I say points? I meant runs.
I think you said runs.
I think I said runs. They've scored 45 runs over their last 3 games.
That's
now,
a lot.
They're all in Colorado, granted, but I think that hot offense can do some damage again against that old fart Clayton Kershaw.
Future Hall of Famer. Who's up, me or you, Marsh?
I'm up next. I am looking at NFL preseason. I'm looking at the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Give me over 33.5 points scored tonight between the two teams.
Really?
Michael Penix playing?
No.
Nah? Kirky?
Nope.
Really? That's good for him. Give me...
I will give you $1 if you can tell me who the third stringer is.
What school did he go to?
Oh, man. I think Washington State.
Oh, I have no clue.
I think, but it also might be like Eastern Washington or something.
I have no clue. Ooh. Do I know him?
You've heard the name.
Oh, the Peterman.
Nathan Peterman? There's no way he's still in the league.
Nathan Peterman is on the team.
No way.
I think you're right.
There's no way he's on a team.
Peterman?
Sorry, North Dakota State.
Oh, Easton Stick.
Oh, well, man.
That's why you thought Eastern. Easton Stick.
That's exactly.
Yeah, Easton Stick.
Peterman is on the team, isn't he?
Yeah, he might be the fourth stringer on the Falcons.
I think he's somewhere. I don't know where he is.
Oh, no, Emory Jones is the fourth stringer.
Oh, M?
So Nathan Peterman, it looks like he is a part of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I knew I saw the Peterman get picked up somewhere.
Yeah.
That guy started an NFL playoff game.
Dude.
I think for the Bills.
I think you're right. Do you remember the infamous Nathan Peterman game?
No.
He threw like 6 interceptions, I think, in a half.
Oh, Peterman.
And NFL teams are still like, you know what? This guy's got value.
He just needs to be with the right coach. Right staff, Anthony. You don't know.
Peterman struggled early in his NFL career, throwing 5 interceptions during the first half of his starting debut, posting a 0.0 passer rating in the 2018 season opener. Yeah. His 11 interceptions between 2017 and 2018 are the most for a quarterback with fewer than 100 passing attempts. That tells me he was either throwing games or had no idea what team he was playing for.
Oh, Peterman, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying.
Was he?
He was. Give me Pete Crow Armstrong.
Jeez, you're
1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
Come on, kid.
Have you watched him play ball? You don't watch ball?
I've seen a ball drop out of his glove.
Exactly. I've seen him cost his team games. That's what I've seen.
Oh, you talking about Peterman?
Yeah. Well, him too.
I've seen that man drop a ball. I've seen him catch a ball and not throw it in to the infield in time.
He did do that. How many do I have? 2? You all got 3?
Darn right. You want to do your parlay?
No.
Okay.
Jamie's picking the Phillies money line.
Phillies money line.
Damn shame. I had a pick for him. He should have let me pick.
Oh, man.
I had a winner for him.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, a complimentary pick.
It was going to be Ryan Fox.
Oh, he's golfing this weekend at the FedEx Championship, isn't he?
St. Jude FedEx Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus 500,000.
Nice. That's good odds.
Yeah, it's great.
Is he even going to make the cut?
What's today?
Friday.
Today, he already made the cut, didn't he? What's today?
No,
tomorrow's the cut. Saturday? Tonight?
Oh, you're right. They probably already finished up.
Yeah.
Today's the cut.
Yeah.
They probably already finished up. What's he in, dead last?
Probably.
Yeah, nice day.
Nice day.
Yeah.
Dude, we watched Happy Gilmore 1 before Happy Gilmore 2 like a couple weeks ago. And when they got to that part, I still laughed my ass off. What do you think about Happy Gilmore? Yeah, how'd he do? Dead last? Yeah, nice day. Fantastic.
Let's see where Orion is. Nah, he's not dead last, fellas. He's tied for 61st.
How many?
69.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Gator asked a very important question. Is CD going to be in the Cubs dugout tonight wearing a Cubs uniform?
I would never put on a Cubs uniform. Nothing. Not
Yadi
Bears. Did he?
Yeah, well, yeah. Yadi wore a Cubs uniform.
Cubs.
I think he was coaching his son's team, but nevertheless.
I was golfing this past week, and something was going on It was a tournament scramble.
Mm-hmm.
And some other team was doing something, and I was like, "Hey, like, how am I supposed to chip with that going on?"
Do you remember the first punishment that we had to? You went to it, but you didn't have to participate in it. We lost the Pick'em Challenge 5 years ago, and we had to, I think,
it was
dive into the.
It was the polar plunge.
Yeah, the polar plunge.
Yeah,
and we videotaped, and you videotaped it, and I gave you that line.
Yeah, it was so
You're
funny.
like, are you having fun? Oh, Marsh, let me tell you. Saw two fat naked bikers having sex off 17.
Am I supposed to chip with that going on?
All right, we'll wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN. If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or on the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts, of course, brought to you by, the Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Starting off with Carey Davis.
I learned that Tom Brady's getting a statue. He's the greatest Patriot to ever play.
You knew that already.
I didn't know.
You knew he was getting a statue.
Yeah.
Something seems very fishy about your comments right now.
Tom Brady's getting a statue because he's the greatest quarterback.
Your comments seem loaded.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have anybody with a statue in New England in ever, which means they haven't had any good players ever on that team. Tom Brady is the only one that was good enough to ever have a statue outside of the stadium because he's the greatest. And that's why in 2008, they won 11 games without him. He's great.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Central Michigan man.
It's great.
You know, Tom Brady was a Michigan Wolverine.
Was he?
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Marshy.
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
I learned that there's a huge bias for Peyton Manning, but that's okay.
He's only the greatest quarterback to ever live. Some would say.
I learned, guys. Yes, some would say. I learned that even if you admit, hey, you're right, I didn't get that question right in the Gauntlet, let's do it all again, and you win, that some people still aren't happy.
Can't please them all.
There's a person in the snake pit that every few days comes back to bring up the Gauntlet that we redid from last week.
Tony Aioli?
Yeah.
Is that his
Tony
name?
Aioli.
Tony Lomi?
I literally asked this person today in the Gauntlet.
Tony Aioli, actually.
Is that who it is?
It's aioli, like the sauce.
No way.
No,
Really?
yeah, no, it's not.
Aioli. Is it Tony?
Yeah,
Tony
Iommi.
Iomi. I said Aioli.
I said, okay, I didn't get that question right. I still would have won. We had, I think, John back the following Monday, and this person still is ticked off. I literally asked this person, who has not responded, how can I help? What would you like me to do?
They should be mad at me. I said
How
it
can
wrong.
how can I make you happy? You know? How can I make you happy?
Anthony, I think you should do exactly what that person tells you to do because...
Won't tell me.
Oh, that's right.
It's because you can't make them happy.
I can't make them happy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Some people, Anthony, in life, you'll learn this. It doesn't matter what the hell you do. They'll never be happy.
I also heard that before you make others happy, you need to be happy yourself. You need to find that inner happiness within yourself.
You're right.
Before you can make others happy.
Yeah.
You know? Not saying you're not a happy person.
Well, I think that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm happy and I want to spread the happiness.
Of course.
You be spreading your happiness all
over the place.
Don't you do that?
All over the city.
Yep.
All over the snake pit.
Absolutely. Yeah. Marshy.
Yeah.
What do we got?
From the 314, I learned that this might be the last Fast Lane show after the street brawl, they are going to have after the show.
Nah, no street brawl. Jamie's at the doctor. Anthony and I, we'll walk out, we'll talk. Marshy stays in here a little bit longer. Everyone's, unless we're street brawling somebody else. Unless I see somebody sitting by Anthony's car and I don't know who the hell it is.
Carey, that's my father.
I was like, I'm glad you told me.
No, I appreciated that night, man. Because you never know with me.
I didn't know. He had his glasses on. He looked like I was like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Older gentleman had the white hair. I'm like,
and he was ticked off, too. He had just got done working, and he was ticked.
He did not look happy.
He had borrowed, I've said this before, he borrowed some tools because he was in town. He is now retired. The last couple of weeks, he retired, finally. Congratulations to my father.
Congrats,
retired.
yes.
Yeah. He was like, 70-something years old. But that day, I told you, borrowed tools during that week. He looked at me, he's like, here you go. Grabbed the tools. I go, you want to come over to that? He goes, I'm done. I'm like, okay, Dad, see you later. That was it. All right, Marsh, go ahead.
All right, this one comes from Marsh's college program, also known as Chester. from the Snake Pit.
Chester.
I'm now working 2 jobs, but I am listening and loving you guys as always.
Oh, thank you, Chester. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Working hard.
We get a text from Curb Stomp. Great show today, boys. Way to keep it serious. Welcome back, Jamie. If Jamie was gone much longer, we would have to change the show's motto to 1 pro and 2 average Joes.
Whoa. Wow. Oof. Ouch. And accurate.
Biscuit says, even though Marsh hasn't acknowledged any of my brilliance while he was being all, in quote, big-time co-host while Jamie was out.
Wow.
I will still say good show, folks.
Oh, man.
Boy, no one's safe. Really.
Man.
Willie, yeah. I'll be in Grange Grove in a couple of weeks, buddy.
You show love to one of the listeners, in this case, Biscuit. I counted all 22 text messages he sent that one day, gave him a shout-out, and now a week later, I'm the bad guy.
Hey.
Nobody responded to his messages, and
it's
wow.
What have you done for me lately?
That's fair enough, Anthony. Fair enough.
Masterson says, great show, guys. Here's the pit. Absolutely.
Yes.
Splashback Deuce says, borrowed tools from the neighbor Dave's garage. I think those are mine.
That you placed in there?
I think. Joe Boo's jockstrap. You're all pros in my book. Thanks, Joe Boo.
Joe Boo.
You guys ready for those 3 stars of the day?
You better believe it.
Yes.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
Well, guys, I think our 3rd star has to go out to Tony Iommi.
Yeah. Black Sabbath? No.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I was right.
Yeah. You were so excited. Oh, I was right.
Our 2nd star of the day goes out to words. No, I'm sorry. Goes out to not saying words that the Cardinals manager would say on air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although apparently appropriate or accepted.
Maybe. We gotta check.
Yeah.
With HR.
Got to check with legal.
Yeah. And our 1st star of the day goes out to Michael Hampson.
Oh,
Michael Garrett Hampson.
It's Garrett Reese Hampton. I had to Hampson.
You did look it up.
I did look it up. I was disappointed that it wasn't.
How badly were you hoping for Michael?
I was hoping so badly it was Michael.
It's like I stumbled into the Jack Buck, the John Buck thing the one day. Yeah. All right. Appreciate everybody listening throughout the shows this week. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We will be back on Monday here in the Fast Lane, but everybody be safe. If you're, going down to the lake, if you're going down to the lake or something this weekend, enjoy yourself. I actually hope you got an early start on that so you avoid the traffic and enjoy yourself. All right, that'll do it for us. See ya.